watching it end again and again. I feel it in waves, you follow me, drifting to places I should leave. So close to the edge of something so perfect. We were too scared to take the leap. I'm missing the way we used to be. Let me go. Left me in this mess, I'm falling. Never know. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Couldn't get any closer. Tried to forget all that we had. I'm rolling like water in the sea. The memories crashing into me. So close to the edge of something so worth it. You have the world right at your feet. It almost is all we'll ever be. We can't get any closer. Let me go. Left me in this mess, I'm falling. Never know. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. We couldn't get any closer. We couldn't get any closer. We couldn't get any closer.
All right, hello everybody. We're back. You guys ready for some Rocket League? Because I know I am. This is week 3, Arizona 6-man Summer League. I know I'm doing great. Bean Boy, it's been a little while since we've been on stream together. I know we did Chineki versus Riz Crackers that first week. How you doing? I've been missing you.
Hey, I've been doing good. I saw your stream with Nightmare last week. It was good, and now we're back together. We're gonna get ready for week 3, gearing up for this matchup. It should be fun.
Facts. I'm excited, and we've got a couple good matchups today. We've got one that I'm really excited about at the right at the beginning. But before we get to that, we're gonna go over the weekly schedule, of course, because always got to do a quick summary of what we got for in store for you guys today. So we did have one of our week 3 matchups rescheduled earlier today, which was Googly Boogly taking the 3-1 win over Riz Crackers. That was off stream just a little bit earlier today. Other than that, we've got Chineki versus Doug Esports, which is the first game on, and Bean will talk about that one a little bit later. And then after that, we've got Pleb Esports versus RL Sideswipers, and then again, as I said it last week with Nightmare, him and I played right after casting with each other. But now we've got me and Bean. We're gonna go up 1v1, not a 1v1 necessarily, but our teams are gonna go head to head later. Knife to meet you versus Baba and the Buoys. So I'm excited for that one as well. And yeah, so as you can see for the standings, we've got Googly Boogly taking 3-0 on top with a dominating lead due to that off-stream reschedule earlier today. They're up 3-0. Yeah, I mean, in the standings, 3-0, Googly Boogly looking strong. Then we've got Knife to Meet You, which is my team from earlier, with a 2-0. And then we're going to be looking to make it a 3-0 to this week, but we'll have to see. Chineki, Doug Esports round out the top 4 so far, and Pleb Esports just under that, trying to take it back against Doug Esports after that unfortunate loss last week. And then in 6th place, we have Bob and the Buoys, 7th, RL Sideswipers, and 8th, Riz Crackers. So that is it for the schedule and standings. Might as well go ahead and show you all the teams that we're about to be matching up today. So let's go ahead and do that. And Beanboy, you want to take it away?
Yeah, for sure. So actually, this should be a fun matchup this week. As if I'm not mistaken, when we look back in the draft, Nando was first pick, and now Collie's second pick. So we're looking at some of the probably top 4 best players that are going to be playing today, with Collie taking that second pick and Nando picking Tubby with his first pick, which are just great players. And we're kind of going to be looking at whose third can pick up and play better than the other third. And now that's kind of what I'm saying right now, but frankly, we're gonna have to see out on the pitch how these teams play. And I don't know. I think it's a toss up right now. We've seen what Nando and Tubby have done, and McGleller MVP out there, but frankly, I haven't paid attention much to Collie's team, so they could be kind of an underdog here coming in to this matchup, which could be a fun little side note
Oh,
going into this.
absolutely. I think
So
that
yeah,
Collie's team is definitely very strong. We know that Chineki, like we said, was the first seed, but I mean, Doug Esports did take it against Pleb Esports 3-1 last week, and I was able to cast that series and watch how strong that Collie was in that 1v1. So, you know, you got to be interested to see if Collie's going to be able to pull that 1v1 out of the bag again, or maybe if they're going to do a little bit of a mind game, because I've been interested to see what they're going to do with that. Collie doesn't always have to go in for those 1v1s. It could be Scrubs, because Scrubs is also a very solid player, and CG as well, rounding out the team very solidly. And of course, Chineki, Nando, Tubby, and Migleller. Coming off of actually what we had was a week 2 rescheduled game just earlier today, so they're definitely warmed up. They're ready to go, and we're gonna have to see what they're able to do. So we should be ready to go, to be honest, and we're gonna just get right into this first game. What do you think, Bean? Who do you
yeah.
think's gonna
No,
take this first 3v3?
gosh, this first 3v3, I'm gonna have to pick with Collie's team here. I feel like they've done a good job at just playing their 3v3s. But I can't even decide right now. I think once we see this 3v3, I'll have a better insight on what team will have the advantage going to this matchup.
Hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. So we're gonna make sure that we get these players into the match now. And we've got Game One, Chineki versus Doug Esports, the 1 and 2 teams in the standings. They're complaining that the standings aren't fixed, but yes, Chineki is up 2-0 in the standings, and we will clarify that for later. But yeah, Game One, I'm excited to see what happens. This kickoff could determine what happens for the rest of the series, and Scrubs wins it against Nando. Is that a prelude to what's about to come? Oh my gosh,
Wow.
what a save from Migleller right off the bat. The last pick in the draft, which clearly doesn't mean much because Migleller wants to prove to us that he is the best player out on this pitch and that he wants to win.
Exactly. He's got that dog in him, that mentality. And we're kind of seeing it. I mean, when you have guys like Nando and Tubby built around you, some players that have really reached some higher ranks, they kind of build up Big Leller and probably taught him some things here and there to make him a better player. So that's something to look for.
Absolutely, that is something to look for. And the challenge of the captains, as we just saw Nando challenging that ball out from his side against Kali, it could be, again, a Nando Kali 1v1. We have seen both of these players play 1v1s for their teams in the past, and who honestly knows what's going to happen next. Kali with a good 50 against Tubkilla, and then Scrubs to pinch it out onto their side. And Tubby has honestly been playing very controlled earlier in the series that I watched, the rescheduled series from week 2. Definitely a very solid player. Tubby and Migleller were, again, able to make sure that they clutched up in a 2v2 scenario. And I mean, yeah, it's even if there's always a challenge in those situations. Tubkilla and Migleller and Nando, of course, are gonna try and do their best to come out on top no matter the situation.
Yeah, I mean, Tubby is the dude for twos. I mean, I've played with him here and there, but I know for sure that he is a twos main. He loves his twos. So when you see these solo plays, they're coming from a place where he's very comfortable and he knows what he's doing. It's not like he's going out there and just throwing it to the opponent's backboard. he's got his shots, and maybe we might see something here with Tubby. He's got his time, but no.
Ooh,
Scrubs
close.
rushed to that ball, and we're gonna have to see here.
Yeah.
CG actually getting a great clear.
That's a tough attempt, but yeah, I mean, so far Chineki and Dougie Sports are looking very even and very well matched up, and I think Kali and Scrubs are very solid players, and I think CG as well. I mean, this Dougie Sports team has been looking pretty strong. The standings may not reflect that necessarily, as Chineki, theoretically should have the standings lead here, but Doug Esports did put up a great fight against Pleb Esports earlier last week in that 3-1 victory over them. But yeah, I mean, these are both two very solid teams, as it looked like Nando was there on a challenge, and Kali's able to clear it out again. Nando's going to take a little bit more control. Can Nando get a solo play here off the wall? He looks a little awkward, only got 33 boost to work with, but he's going to go for a double tap, and it almost goes in.
Oh,
CG is going to get a little bit of an awkward clear off, and Tubkill is still around to put the pressure on. Ooh, a bit of big miss from Scrubs off of the back wall, and Nando's going to be here to clean it up. Can Nando put it into the center? Nothing. Scrubs going to get a safe little clear out into the side.
yeah. I mean that pressure there for a bit from Chineke is what they needed, and they really needed that goal from Nando. We're still looking at the stalemate, and now potentially Doug Esports getting pressure, but Tubbs not having it. Oh, but I say that Nando completely whiffs. I don't know if
Yikes.
that's just tough. That's just a tough moment right there.
Oh yeah, I mean those wall reads are always tough, and like as I would say a million times, if Nando can't hit that, then I'm definitely not hitting that. But you got to think that Nando's got to be a little bit more solid for his team here, as CG is continuing to put on this pressure for Doug Esports, and they're continuing to do their best to keep the offense going. Although Kali is going to have to retreat. Miguel are going a little bit of a demo chase. That physical play that we've been missing from a couple of these series so far. No one's really been taking that lead role in demoing or bumping on any teams so far, and honestly, I want Miguel to put that as his reputation out there and start demoing and bumping and making the other team regret playing against Chineki here.
Yeah, no, I mean if you can get demos on the Kali, if McGleller can get demos like that, man, you leave a 2v2 for Tubby and Nando, and that's just textbook, honestly. So if they can see that more often, I mean, we're seeing demos now from CG. I think he's kind of taking that spot now, trying to get these demos, and it's kind of working. They got the pressure here in Janeki's half. Scrubs in the fake, just completely brutalizing the defense of Janeke and getting the second goal for this match.
Yeah, Scrubs absolute domination right there, and a nice one coming out from his teammate CG. And everyone can definitely appreciate that that was a crazy fake, except maybe Chineki. The Chineki players say they're a little bit unfortunate for them, but I mean, yeah, it's got to be a bit of a tough comeback from Chineki here. I mean, down two in 1 minute left in the first game. I gotta think, to be honest, if Doug Esports wins this game, they might even still pick a 1v1, considering Kali is a great player. But we also have seen really strong 1v1s out of Nando, so anything could really happen in game two.
I mean, if we see Doug Esports to win this one, I don't think Chineke is gonna bother doing the 1v1. We've seen them win with Tubby and McGleller. I think that's just something they want to stick with and they're comfortable with. But who knows? Maybe it's time for a change up in their kind of their play style, and we might see a different player come in for that 1v1 other than Nando too.
Uh, Important in this crew battles format, and honestly, even if a 1v1 gets picked or a 2v2, it doesn't matter, because it could be anyone coming out of either team. And although we have seen that Kali is a very dominating force on 1v1s, if he decides to put in Scrubs for that and tries to take a 2v2 with CG, that could also work very well. As
Yeah.
the game seems to be winding down a little bit, Killer one more shot on goal. Kali and Louis double commit on the save. Scrubs gonna keep pushing up the field, and I keep saying Louis and Scrubs. It's always tough to say those names, but I mean it's the same player, the same kind of presence on the field that he's seeking for. But I mean that's it. Doug Esports is gonna take game one, and I don't know what you think's up next, Bean, but something's got to change for Chineki.
Yeah, I have a feeling that a little bit there is kind of a warm up game. I know. Um, Actually, what am I saying? Didn't Chineke just play like an hour ago?
Mm-hmm.
How come they don't have this momentum? They just played a pretty fantastic match, and they're not ready for Doug Esports. What are we seeing from that?
I
And
know, I
as I'm
know.
talking, Nando getting that twos out there. I kind of figured this would happen. What are you thinking?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I think twos is I mean, it's probably a smart play knowing that they're up against Doug Esports. So it's really I can't even fault that twos pick. I mean, Kali is just is just a demon in 1v1s. Like I've said a million times, top 100 SSL, etc., etc. And he's definitely gonna have this domination. Although I want to know who you pick in this win for this 2v2 match, Bean Boy.
See, it's really funny because I know we have point differential kind of for our changing up what's it called, like when on the standings, right? We got
Mhm.
point differential to see where you're at, and if Doug Esports can take this twos, they just have to win at threes. They don't even have to play 1v1. So what if they rush out there with Kali?
Mhm.
That could be something in the books, still a possibility. I mean, something Chineke might not even be thinking of. Um, and if they're not thinking of it, you could get Kali and Scrubs out there, and that could be brutalizing if they put Tubby and McGleller, because now McGleller is unfortunately the liability there. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be fun, but maybe they're just gonna go back to CG and Scrubs.
Absolutely. I think, like you said, we could see Kali come out here, but even CG and Scrubs, they're very solid, and I think they'll take something. But we are going to get right back into game two here. So make sure that we've got a couple players joining up. We're going to see who's going to play this 2v2 for Doug Esports versus Chineki. It looks like it is going to be Scrubs and CG, so Kali is going to stay back for that
Shit.
1v1 later if needed, which is smart.
Look
It's
at
going to
that.
go, if Chineki wins this 2v2, it's guaranteed to go game four. And Nando and Migleller, what do you think about this, Bean Boy? I don't know if we've seen this duo before.
I mean, frankly, I feel like Nando and Tubby are kind of something that you can change out and stuff. And frankly, Tubby, in my opinion, is a little more mechanical, and sometimes in ones that can be beneficial if you're really controlled and know what you're doing. So who knows?
Hmm.
Maybe that's a plus or it could be a minus. We didn't really get to see their week 2 matchup because that just happened, so we don't know how their 1v1 or 2v2 went earlier. But there's a goal from CG, and it's
Hmm.
already off the bat. Scrubs and CG with that first one right past McGleller. Wow. Unfortunate.
Yeah, this is a really tough position for Chineki, I'm going to be honest, because they can't really pick ones unless they want to get stomped by Kali. So they're just hoping to get a 2v2 win back here with Nando and Migleller, and that's definitely not the way you want to start it. CG and Scrubs looking very strong already, and like we've said, these two have played 2v2s plenty together because Kali has been on that 1v1 grind, and he's been playing all of those matches a miss out of Nando. That's not what you want to see, and Migleller is beat. Oh no, the misses are still plaguing Nando, Bean Boy, and I don't know, I like something has got to be off for this captain, even though they just
Hmm.
played an hour ago. I don't know what's up.
I mean, I don't know. I think. I mean, I know McGleller maybe having a little downside here in this 2v2, but if you're trying to secure a win, at least maybe you should have put Tubby in instead of McGleller, and you know Holly's really good at ones. Just kind of lay down and let him beat you in that ones match, but
Hmm.
they're gonna try to rival him if they can get to that game 4, and we'll have to see if that was the right decision or not.
Yeah, we will have to see. And to be honest, I don't know if it was the right decision because as we've seen, putting anyone up against Kali in 1v1 is not a right decision. Kali going up against Ebsky last week, Doug Esports versus Pleb Esports, that was just, it was, it was a tight match because Ebsky, like we said, very solid player, third pick captain. But I mean, no one can really hold a candle at all to the way that Kali plays in 1v1s. And it's clearly shown on the pitch as he dominates pretty much everyone. And yeah, I don't know if Tubby thinks that he can do anything differently or if he's just kind of hoping that a Nando and Migleller duo in twos is a little bit more lethal than they would expect, and trying to get even maybe an upset win with Tubby. We're going to have to see as Nando is able to clear it out. CG is going to take his boost, though. Good boost control from Doug Esports here. As Scrubs has 100, CG has 100, good 50. And Migleller and Nando looking a little bit lacking. Migleller is just going to get a clear off. CG with a little bit of a weak touch into the middle, but nothing is going to happen there for Chineki as Migleller unable to get that. Nando was demoed on the play. And another demo coming
Wow.
in. The physical play from
Wow.
Doug Esports is putting them up 3-0 with 2 minutes into this to the second game.
Yeah, I mean CG, he has that chip on his shoulder, right? He's low pick in that draft. He's going for those demos. He's riding on those demos. We saw it in that first game. We're seeing it now, and it's actually ending up in a goal. This could be really good for Doug Esports.
Absolutely, this could be exactly what they need. I mean, as I say that, Nando is going to put one back in, but that's not enough so far. I mean, there are 3 minutes left remaining in this game for Chineki. We can see if they're able to pull back a little bit of a comeback, as I would like to say, because I mean, when you're down 3-0, even however much time there is left in the game, it is a comeback. But yeah, to be honest, if Doug Esports wins this 2v2, that's gonna be looking like a really strong outlook, especially for the future of the series. They may win that game 3v3 and just take the 3-0. And even if they don't, they have Kali still waiting in the wings for that 1v1. And you got to think that that's scary. Although Miguel not phased at all, he's gonna put a shot on net. Nothing is gonna happen there. Nando's gonna take a little bit of a control back. Lacking boost, Miguel is full 100 in the middle of the field. Is he gonna be able to do anything? No, he's not. CG again, that solid player that we've been talking about. He's there to clear it out.
Yeah, Nando cutting that ball. He got the goal. That is something. I mean, we just saw with their last goal. It's kind of a miscom slash a misplay in general. I mean, they think someone's gonna hit it and then no one does, and Nando, right, like he's got that split decision. I'm gonna cut right here and I'm gonna shoot for that, shoot for the net.
The aggression is what we need out of Nando. I mean, he's got to be on top of his game if he wants to win this 2v2. And yeah, CG, like we said, he did have a little bit of a misplay off the ceiling. Probably thought he had more boost, because I know I do that too. Sometimes I'm not aware of how much boost I have left in the tank, especially when going up in the air or on the ceiling, and he's just unable to clear it, and Scrub's not ready for that. Nando is ready for this double touch, though. He's not able to do anything again, though. I mean, Nando has been playing, you know, decently solid enough, but where did the defense go? What happened to Chineki?
Yeah.
Oh no,
think,
Dougie's what's gonna put 2 up again.
You know, that's just a thing for McGleller too. We know that he's a little bit of that lower rank, and sometimes you think Nando's gonna be there. You gotta fall back on Nando's save, but that's just a moment where he's got to take charge and make a difficult save, which he was not ready for.
Yeah, that is a difficult save. It doesn't even matter what rank you are, that's a tough save to make. And yeah, I mean, I think this Nando and Miguel chemistry in twos is lacking a little bit compared to Scrubs and CG, who have played the entire time together. But as I say that, Nando is going to put another one. He's aiming to put his team on his back here. 550 points, 3 goals. And yeah, Nando definitely wants to win this 2v2 to try and make sure that Kali can't get any sort of like massive destruction in a 1v1 later that could end the series.
I don't know. This has got me on the edge of my seat right now. We got 2 minutes, 1 goal game. This game's going slow, but man, we've seen 7 goals. It's kind of fun, and we might see another here from Nando. He's taking time, almost over Scrubs. He gets the boost in the corner. McGleller actually jumping. Could falter here. Nando can't get there, and that's another goal for Scrubs. Put them back to that 2-goal lead. Just a good clear off the bat, understanding McGleller's mistake and Nando not being able to get into the position to bat it away.
Yeah, man, that's tough. I mean, yeah, Nando's just unable to get back for that ball. And I mean, the future of this series really is it's looking like it's gonna rest on, if Doug Esports does get this win, it's gonna rest on Tubby for Chineki to try and get a 1v1 win over Kali, because Chineki does have a pretty decent chance in 3v3 against Doug Esports, as every team does. We're all very evenly matched. But if they're not able to win this 2v2 and then the 3v3, no matter which way it goes, Doug Esports was, you know, 2-0 up in the series already, and they're on match point throughout the rest of the series. And Kali really just has to put up a 1v1 performance like he has been the entire season, just to take that solid win. And I mean, a little bit of a center from Scrubs, 2 commit from Chineki. Nando is awkward on the corner. Is CG able to pick up pads, take his time, flicks it over Nando? Miguelo's last back. Is he unable to do anything? Yes, he is. Nothing is going to come out from the defense there. Chineki and Doug Esports puts 3 as an advantage up. 1 minute left in the game. Chineki's got to change something.
Yeah, that's heart-wrenching, honestly. Nando, you know, he goes for it and kind of sees McGleller back, and he's like, man, you can't get there. It's difficult. McGleller knows it's difficult for him, and now you're just down 3 goals. With a minute left, it's difficult, like I said, but maybe something here from Nando, a double down to McGleller. He's not ready, and Nando can't get it straight down to mid. Still some time here, keeping the pressure. McGleller trying to pop down mid, but no boost for him. Nando cutting early, nothing coming out of it, and now we might see offensive pressure once more.
Oh, what a save from Migueler.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that's a crazy save from Migueler, and I mean, he knows that he had to put that up if Chineki even wants a chance to this game. Nando's going to try and bang it out. Is anyone back on defense? CG looks a little bit awkward on the wall read. He misses it. That's exactly what he expected, but Migueler is unable to capitalize on that, and it's still 3 goals down, even if Nando puts in this double tap, which honestly, I would expect him to if Scrubs wasn't there. Yeah, that's just the game wrapped up for Doug Esports, and this is looking really strong for them. Coming into this 3rd game, 3v3, Scrub's just going to put 1 more on, just add insult to injury. But yeah, Doug Esports looking really strong coming into this game 3. 2-0 lead in the series. All they got to do is not even win this game 3. They could throw. They could just chill. Kali has basically got a ones game wrapped up unless Tubby can put something up on the board.
I mean, it's funny that we have a player where you can just be like, yeah, even if we throw this threes match, that one's game's a lock. It's like, man, I wish I had a player like that. But I mean, wow, yeah, kind of unfortunate for Chineke. You know, they picked that twos to kind of at least try to cement a first dub, but this Scrubs and CG combo is kind of coming in clutch for them in this tournament, and could be something we're gonna see a lot of, and maybe a lot of wins out of too.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
absolutely. I mean,
Should be cool.
those couple teams that do change up things, we've seen Chineki now change up their 1v1, 2v2 combo once, and also my team, Knife to Meet You, has changed it up a couple times in a couple series. And to be honest, for Chineki, it doesn't seem to have worked super well. But a team that like Doug Esports that's got just a solid roster all around, Kali, you know, and they've basically got their set roles. Kali's able to take a 1v1 game if he needs to and if he tries. And then Scrubs and CG clearly looking like a lethal twos team, taking down Nando and Migleller. And yeah, moving into this 3v3 game, I think something has to change for Chineki. They have to win this one. They have to hope that Tubby gets an upset. And somehow they just got to complete a reverse sweep against Doug Esports, who have looked really strong so far.
Dude, a reverse sweep would be something for the ages. But I think we're about to see the teams join up here now.
Absolutely.
Game 3, I mean, yeah, that reverse sweep. We need to see Nando and Tub be on the same page, and Migleller to just nudge himself into that rotation and at least maybe get an assist or a goal, just something to help out and override this Doug Esports team.
Doug Esports looking really strong, as Kali this time is going to get a demo. Demos all around from the Doug Esports squad. They're just putting whoever they want up front on the attack, and it's working out well for them. Although Tupkilla is going to take this boost, put a little bit of a center ball in for Nando, who's unable to do it, as 2 from Doug Esports commit. CG trying to take the ball out, grabs boost, misses it, never mind, I've just completely missed that comp. But yeah, CG still continuing to put ball into the center as Scrubs helps him out a little bit. Nando and Migleller both on the same side. Nando's going to go up, he's going to get a touch, but he has no boost to complete that double. Is anyone from his team there? Tubby is, but too slow, and Migleller has elected to stay back rather than jump for that, which I think is a smart play, considering Doug Esports' defense has been really solid so far, and their offensive prowess has been even better.
Yeah, I mean, this Doug Esports team is just firing on all cylinders, and Chineke just can't keep up right now, right? They got demos, they got shots, and I'm pretty sure we haven't seen a goal from this Chineke team yet on this threes. So, and I keep saying that and it goes in, there you go.
Caster curse.
You know, it always happens, I guess, whenever we talk. Man, Nando with that quick beat, and Kali kind of own-goaling, unfortunately, with no one back.
Yeah, and Kali's going to be sad that that one's going on to Satchits as an own goal, because to be honest, it's a bit tough for him there. I mean, an aerial challenge against Nando, who, as we've said a million times, has been very solid. Although slightly underperforming the series, but, you know, as we know, he's obviously still a solid player all around. An aerial challenge against him is really just a frightening prospect for anyone. Even Kali, who, like we've said, is able to do that domination in 1v1s. Oh, a shot given to Chineki, and Migleller just unable to put it in. A miss from CG on the defense, though, means Migleller is still around to take the ball. Nando's going to get a 50 in the corner. Good fake, allowing CG to try and pop it up against Nando, but he still stays strong. Tubby does commit pretty aggressively there, though. Migletler's last on the backboard. He's unable to hit it. It's floating in front of the Chineki net. Who's going to get it? No one! Nando, you got to think that he should have hit that there, but CG's still there to clean it up, and oh no, I mean, as we said, Doug Esports defensively, you know, popping on all cylinders, but Chineki's lacking.
Yeah, I think Nando there just thought CG was going to be faster, and I don't know, it just didn't work out. CG got the kind of pop under Nando, and it was right in their net. Ties up this game.
Oh man, I mean, that's got to be tough. As we've said, you can't be making those mistakes, especially against the Doug Esports squad that's up 2-0 in the series. All they got to do is win one more game, and they're even looking to just take a 3v3 win here and just give Kali a little bit of a rest for the day. He can go home and, you know, just get in bed and curl up, because his work here is done, and Scrubs and CG, like we said, put that work in for the 2v2s, so that Kali might not even have to do anything, although Chineki is looking to try and make that the opposite of a reality, which, you know, in their case, Doug Esports wants to make that 3v3 win, 3-0 in the series a reality, but Chineki's trying to keep it keep it a little grounded as we see Nando clearing that off the backboard. Tubby is gonna go up, and he's got a bit of a 50 against Kali, but just nothing able to do. Although a pass to Nando infield, can he clean it up? Yes, he can.
Beautiful.
Doug Esports player who was in net is just unable to do anything against the the pass and go of Tubby and Nando. And honestly, I think for next week they've got to put that as a 2v2 matchup possibly in a game too.
Yeah, it's something to definitely think about now, right? You got it's all kind of leaning on how McGleller can kind of play that day or that kind of thing, because obviously he's, no offense to McGleller or anything, but kind of a liability in this series. It's kind of difficult, and frankly, we aren't seeing much goals and effort. Not effort. That's kind of rude, but I don't have the right word choice for it, but I don't know. McGleller MVP, where is he at?
True. Agreed. We have seen McGleller MVP pop off multiple times in the past, and his team does need him here. Chineki's going to need something, a miracle out of the bag. A 3v3 win here, which they are looking to try and clean up, but then a Tubby win over Kali in 1v1s, which is just a little scary to think about. Although, to be honest, if Tubby picks a playstyle and sticks to it, it's possible. And Chineki we see trying to go on offense, but Doug Esports is going to put it back. Scrubs just banging it into the top of the corner, and he's going to follow that up. No one from Chineki there yet, but Nando is going to take this out. He's got a possibility for an airplay, but he's going to take it to the ground. He fakes out CG. Scrubs last in net, but a good 50 there. And yeah, Scrubs continuing to try and take it out. No one is there from Chineki to even challenge that. CG up in the air early. They look like they're having a little bit of fun, because this 3v3 matchup is definitely a little bit of a, you know, it's looking pretty evenly matched now, but Doug Esports really doesn't have to worry too much.
Yeah, I mean, when you got Kali for this 1v1, you're kind of wanting to put this match away and get that 3-0, but you have a pretty soft backup if this match doesn't go how you want it, and you know that Chineke is just kind of like playing their hearts out. They do not want to lose in this game 3. They do not want to be swept. No one wants to be swept, unfortunately. So hard on the table, and frankly, Doug Esports is a little lax right now. They got time to play with, and yes, they'd love this game, but they're 1 goal down with 30 seconds, and kind of a light shot in there from Kali. I mean, simple. It's just kind of taking his time, doing what he can, but again, if they don't get it, then they're still happy with what they got coming up next.
What they got coming up next is a 1v1 Kali and Tubby, but as I said, Doug Esports is going to try and clean this up early. CG, 8 seconds left. He's not able to do anything. Scrubs is going to pop it up for Kali. Is Kali able to do anything in the air to style on Chineki here? No, it's not. It's going to pinch out, and that's finally a win in the series for Chineki, and they have to get 2 more against Doug Esports and Kali in a 1v1 to take the series. That's incredibly scary, and I'm just gonna say it. I wouldn't want to be in Chineki's position right now.
Yeah, no, it's now you're in the hot seat, right? You're Nando with that exclamation points and ones. They're ready for it. I mean, Tubbs got to go into this dog mentality, right? You got to stay locked in, do whatever you can with your 1v1s. And everyone likes to do their stuff differently, either no music, whatever they like, right? Tubbs got to go in and kind of take out a man that's very comfortable, like you said, really good at ones. And I don't know, this is a long shot, but I'd love to see it.
Yeah, I think Tubby has got to do something really special here. I think he's got to, like I said, pick a play style and stick to it, because, you know, if he's going to play aggressive against Kali, that's going to be tough. Kali is a very solid player on the back line, and in 1v1s even more. Like, he's just got the 1v1, you know, mentality to be able to take anything that he needs to. Any challenges, any 50s are probably going to go Kali's way. But if Tubkilla decides to go aggressive, that's something to think about. But also, if he plays defensive, we've seen Kali's attacking prowess is just insane, and this man can do really anything on, you know, on both sides of the pitch. And I mean, I'm gonna say it, Beam. What do you think's this? What do you think's the score? Let's put up a little bet here. What do you think the score line of this 1v1 is gonna be?
You know, this is the moment where I wish we could do like chat, like voting. Um, hey, follow. We can get affiliate. We can do that, and we'll get more
True.
chat involvement into these matches.
Violent
But
Bean Boy point to the camera.
yeah, I know, right? Hey, I'm looking at you guys. Okay. Um, but man, we saw Kali put up 10 against Ebsky. I mean, Ebsky's a great player. Um, and 10's crazy. So I think we're gonna be kind of looking around 8 to 10 from Kali. I'll just say 8, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna see at least 5 from Tubby.
I think so too. And we do have
It'll
this
be
1v1
something
game
fun.
ready to go now. So that's honestly a good prediction. I'm gonna have to. Oh, what am I gonna say? I'm gonna have to say. I'm gonna
20-0.
say
Yeah.
11 for Kali, which I know is a little bit strong,
Ooh,
but I'm gonna
okay.
say 6 for Tubby. So I think it's gonna be a high-scoring game, to be honest, and we could see that right off the bat. Kali's gonna try and take a shot, but Tubby is there for the save. Maybe I lied. Maybe the defense is gonna come out for these two players here. But Kali, like we said, he's got the 1v1 confidence, but maybe there is a little bit of pressure. I mean, all he's got to do is win this 1v1. But to be honest, if he doesn't, then that's going to be scary for Doug Esports. And like we've said, Tubby, I mean, he was first picked in the draft. There's no reason to count him out of this match yet. Even though Kali is a very strong 1v1 player, it could be Tubby taking an upset here, as he's going to look to get a 50 against Kali. But like I said, that 50 game from Kali, anything that he needs to do, he can do it. And that's going to get him 1 goal up. Although 30 seconds in, Tubby is playing pretty solid so far.
Yeah. I am glad to see Tubby is really fighting this matchup. I mean, we saw him kind of pressure the ball with no boost, knowing that Kali has a lot of boost, and just staying near that ball. And unfortunately, these kickoffs don't seem to be going in his favor here, but maybe a shot coming in from Kali. Can he put it far net? He can. And Tubby not ready for it. I mean, you have to either go for boost or sit on backboard. And if you sit on backboard, Kali's just gonna slow play you. So difficult there. You just have to be quicker, and I don't know much to say about that.
Yeah, there's not much you can say about that. I mean, Kali, I don't think he's turning off the gas, although Tubby gonna go for a fake kickoff. Maybe we've got to see a little bit more of that trickery if he wants a chance in this 1v1. Kali is having none of it, though. He's gonna go for a 50, and he's playing safe. Oh, Tubby is getting a little panicked. I mean, how can you not against a 1v1 player like Kali? Everyone's got to be afraid of him by now. But Tubby, like we said, we got to have a little bit of trickery to come out from him if he wants to take a game, or he could just go for an airplay like that. Kali's gonna get a solid save. And honestly, if we could see more out of that from Tubby, if he can rack up the goals, like I said, make it a high-scoring game, it could, there could be a chance for him in this game, and there has to be a chance if Chineki wants to win in the series.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Tubby lover. So if he can take this, it would mean the world. I'd be very happy for them, and then they can move on to their game 5. But two from Kali already is already daunting. But fake.
Oh no.
Man, if that ball was going any bit faster, right into Kali's net, you're kind of feeling a little comfortable from that. But Kali, wow, staying locked. I mean, no mess ups from him so far. Oh, I say, there you go. He missed the wave dash.
That's the first two.
Now we get the slow play. Oh, the bump.
Oh, a bump.
Oh, but he bumped him into it.
Oh. And Kali's just going to be able to clear it out there. Yeah, that bump, the airplay from Tubby is what we need to see. Physicality, I don't know if it's too late in game 4 for Chineki to start using that physical play, but Tubby is, he thinks it's now or never. It's never too late to be done with these things, as he's going to go for maybe a flick against Kali. No, he's going to fake him out. That was quick movement from Tubby into Fennec, driving all over the place, but Kali, like we said, just solid, is going to keep it out. And Kali's now going to go on the other side, try and get a flick, as I said, but yeah, nothing on the attack yet for both of these players. Tubby is playing very solid as we've got half of the game remaining, and Tubby is going to get a 50 against Kali. He's going to be able to put it on the corner and go in. He is going to put an attempt on, but Kali is just so fast back on defense. The boost management has got to be impeccable if you want to be a good ones player, and Kali's definitely got that.
Yeah, it seems like he's got no shortage of it. He's always on that boost pad. Magically, probably does some sort of like spawn. He just spawns it on him. At this point, it kind of looks like it. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like Minecraft mixed with the Rocket League here. It's new season 11 update. But yeah, no, he's really good with his management. Kind of knows when to turn, when not to turn, and has some trickery up his sleeves for some of these shots. So it should be cool to see what else he's got in his bag.
I think that honestly, Kali doesn't need too much else in his bag. I mean, although also, maybe as I say that, Tubby is going to put one in there. That's good. That's good. That's exactly what we were talking about. The trickery maybe from, that might be part of a miss from Kali, but also like we said, Tubby's staying back and just letting Kali make a mistake. and you don't see too many mistakes out of this 1v1 player. He's very strong, very solid, and very consistent, which is the most important thing. But Tubby's going to go for a slow kickoff and a good 50. Tubby really wants this win for Chineki. He's going to put it into the corner, grab boost. Is he able to demo call? No, he's not, but he's going to turn, and no shot there yet. Tubby's still on the attack. He's probably going to let this bounce. Oh, but Kali's just right under the ball. Not afraid of Tubby at all, as Tubby's going to try and maybe get a ground play. Bounce dribble like, oh, Khaled. A good 50, though. Is Kali too far gone? Yes, he is.
Beautiful.
Tubby's going to tie up the series. And Beanboy, we've got a series.
Oh yeah, maybe not the high scoring series we saw, because we're seeing it first. Tubbs doing great on his defense and decision making. So this 2-2, it could go anyone's way. It is a 1v1 though. We could see plenty of shots go in. And a fake from Tubby. That was a little.
He missed the
interesting, but
boost.
Pauly
He missed the boost
the
twice.
boost. Wow.
Kali missed the boost.
He's
Oh
choking.
my gosh, he is choking. I mean, that's a choke there. He missed it twice too, and he's just got nothing to return for Tubby. I was a little scared of that fake kickoff that Tubby had at first. He faked it on a center kickoff, which you don't usually see in ones. And he let Kali get a free pop shot on his net, but he did get a good save. Goes for a squishy recovery in net, and he's got one up against Kali. Kali's gonna try and do the same against Tubby. Tubby is just having none of it. Chases him down, gets his boost too. No demo, but Tubby is looking really solid. We've got a minute left to play. Can this Chineki player take it against Kali? Oh no, that's not the mistake you want to see. Oh, and Tubby's been playing so solid all series, all game especially, but you can't be doing that against Kali as a 1v1 player. He's gonna know that that's coming, and he's just gonna put it in the back of your net.
That's one Tubby wants for sure.
Mhm.
When you have a lead on Kali, that's a definitely good moment, and you gotta be thinking like maybe Kali's in his head a little bit, right? He missed that boost. We've seen some misplays coming into this late half. He maybe thought he was gonna win this
Good 50.
by a lot of goals, but I don't know. I think time will only tell with these 40 seconds, maybe overtime too.
Oh, close. A good try from Tubby. Kali did throw the ball back into the middle for Tubby to have, and Tubby was just unable to capitalize on it. I think tried to play it slow, but you know, we've seen you can't really play it slow against Kali. Tubby's aggression has gotten him those couple of goals, and that's what I was talking about to start off this game. I mean, Tubby's just got to keep pushing Kali into the back of his own half and try and get aggression, but Kali incredibly aggressive of his own. Is he gonna get a shot on net here? Yes, he is. That's a top tier challenge from a top tier player. He knew that Tubby just wasn't able to get a good flake. Tubby had 100 plus, or not 100 plus, but he had a very good amount of boost. And
100 plus.
yeah,
that would be
100
incredible.
plus. Oh my god, if only. But yeah, no, he had a good amount of boost, and he's just unable to put that away.
Yeah, that's just the 1v1 instinct from Kali, right? He knows that he can get that ball. I feel like a lot of people might not even be like, I mean, I can hit this, I can score this. Kali understands, he knows. He's probably hit that plenty of times before, and he gets the 50 and he wins the match, and that is the series
Oh
against
my
Doug
gosh.
Esports and Chineke. Kind of an unfortunate one for Chineke there, but a strong showing from Doug Esports.
That is a really unfortunate one. GG's coming out of the chat from Nando, the captain. He knows that his player, Tubby, played incredibly well. And, I mean, to be honest, it went the way that both of us thought it was going to go. We both thought Kali was going to win that 1v1. But, man, did we not expect Tubby to come out swinging right out of the gates like that. I mean, that is just incredible aggression and top-tier play, really, in 1v1s from this player. And, honestly, Chineki could be putting him in more 1v1s in the future. I mean, we'll have to wait and see, because this player has proved to be very solid against literally the top 1v1 player in this server. And Kali continues to prove that here, but Tubby, like we said, he's put a lot of good pressure on. And yeah, that's a scary win for Kali, but nonetheless, a 3-1 victory for Doug Esports in the series. And I don't know how you thought this whole series went, Bean Boy, but give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts.
You know, I think that's a game that Chineke can definitely look at, right? It's a loss, but it's one that had flaws that you can learn, that you can capitalize and be like, okay, next matchup, we're gonna work on this, right? We're gonna play as a team, work on this if we can. But for Doug Esports, they're doing what they want when they want. This is like their game plan going into it. They're coming out on top, and they're feeling everything. I think, what are they gonna be on top of the standings now? or I guess I
Ooh,
don't
I don't
fully
know.
know,
I
but
mean, we can take a look. No, Doug Esports is actually one in the standings right now, and
okay.
Googly Boogly is up 3-0, so they're still going to be on top. But yeah, I mean, to continue putting up a 2-1 in the standings now for Doug Esports is very strong, and also a good game differential +3 is what it's going to be for them. And yeah, it's got to be really solid. I mean, you gotta give props to Doug Esports for the way they've been playing this entire season.
Yeah, and kind of what we saw from that game too. Uh, we saw Kali right go into that 1v1 and Tubby challenged him. That could leave us
Mhm.
with maybe more challengers to come. We know Tubby was the first pick, but it doesn't mean that he's the best ones player of everyone playing. Everyone's got their own play styles.
Mhm.
Um, is anyone gonna come and rival Kali?
I
That's
don't
something to
know.
look for.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I think that challenge from Tubby has got to be the closest that we might come all season. So
Yeah,
the viewers who have seen that, you might have seen what could have possibly been the fall of the king. But yeah, Kali might continue to rampage throughout the 1v1 scene in the season the rest of the way. But the good thing about crew battles is you can always take a 3v3 win. You can always take a 2v2 win against a team like Doug Esports, who's got that one very solid player up front. And we have seen some very good 2v2 teams come out so far. I mean, Scrubs and CG, that they are on Doug Esports and they have Kali to back them up for the ones, but they've proved to be a very good twos team. We've had a couple other really good twos team, a good showing from Pixel Skills and Wildcats in the past couple of weeks. Although they are 1-1 in twos so far as their record, they did get a good win in week one. But yeah, honestly, the crew battles format is very unforgiving, and it does give players like Kali a chance to shine and where they're best at. But the rest of the way through, it's got to be a team effort, and hopefully, well, might as well talk about the next two teams. Hopefully, these next two teams can make a good team effort. And we've got Pleb Esports versus RL Sideswipers coming up next. I am excited for that matchup, Bean. But right after that, I'll see you on for Knife to meet you versus Bava and the Buoys, and we're gonna see which one of the casters takes it on top. And I've had a
yeah,
great time casting. I hope you have too. And
yeah. You
we'll
want to
say
one v
goodbye to
one
the
me?
viewers here. Oh, I want a 1v1 you? Oh yeah, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Turn
Yeah,
off stream. Let's go to
we're
the let's
doing
go
it
to the
right
Be
now.
Right Back screen.
Yeah,
We're
okay, yeah,
1v1ing. All right, we'll see y'all later. We'll let you know
yeah.
about the results later though, for sure.
Peace out, people.
Peace. Thanks.
Try to forget all that we had. I'm rolling like water in the sea. The memories crashing into me. So close to the edge of something so worth it. You had the world right at your feet. It almost is all we'll ever be. We can't get any closer. I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down. All around this empty town, we're searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Just stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Savoring this moment. Is this our last goodbye? Haven't we learned each other? I guess one of us lied. So please just pull away. I can't look you in the face. I don't wanna have to lie. I wanted this love feel paralyzed. Now I know it's over. I see you passing by, hand in hand, with your perfect light. My body, a ghost town, feels like someone cut out my tongue. I didn't know my heart could die this young. Oh, now when I look in your eyes, I feel paralyzed.
Welcome back, everyone. Sorry for that short break. Getting the teams together over here and hopefully getting our match on soon. I'm Bean Boy from previous streams and everything, and today we got Angleller or Angel.
Hello, hello. I'm back. Haven't been
He's
here since
He
the
is
first
back.
week, but I'm excited to cast this series with Pleb Esports and RL Sideswipers with Bean Boy.
Yes, yeah, it should be honestly a fun matchup in my opinion. Two good teams, the team 3 and 4, if I'm not mistaken. Just teams with a good records and well, I don't know necessarily about good records, but strong teams, and they've
Strong
played hard
teams.
through their 3v3s, 2v2s, and 1v1s. So should be fun, and hope everyone had a good time during the break.
Yes, sir. All right.
But yeah,
Let's go ahead and go to our schedule here. And as you guys can see, my team Googly Boogly 3-1 to Riz Crackers. It was a pretty good game. I had a lot of fun playing it. My teammates did as well. And you guys just saw Cheneke versus Doug Esports, which is also a really good watch. That 1v1 was super fun to watch. Really good game. Right now we're about to spectate Pleb Esports versus Sideswipers, which, like Beanboy was saying, there are some really good players on this team, on both of these teams. I'm kind of curious to see how this 1v1 is gonna go. If I had to guess, I would say that Pleb Esports is gonna throw out Ebsky, and RL Sideswipers is gonna throw out Crimson. And I think that would be a really fun matchup to watch for 1v1. And I think the 2v2 would also be super fun to watch in that. In our last match of the night, we're going to have Knife to Meet You versus Bava and the Booze. Can't wait for that. As you guys can see, the standings here, they have been edited. Doug Esports moves up to third with their win against Cheneke. So we're going to go ahead and move to this team screen so you guys can see what players we're going to be watching today.
yeah. So funny things here. We got kind of a lot of familiar faces, right? We're in week 3 and kind of know how these teams play. But there's one big difference, and that is Krim is back. Krim is here, and he is ready to play. It should be fun to see how he manages to play with his teammates, because I know we saw Wind Waker during week 1. So I don't know. It should be a fun matchup, nonetheless, and uh, everyone's here to watch it. And now for Pleb Esports, Ebsky's team, we got Pixel and WoW, just another fun matchup of those guys where um, Ebsky and Pixel are kind of like the main two, and WoW's that third. But WoW is still a great player. I mean, he's actually come and shown that he can play with the big dogs, right? He could have been maybe even a little bit of a higher pickup in the draft if he wanted to, because he's been playing pretty dang good uh, for that third on that team. And truly, overall, it should just be a fun matchup to see who takes it all. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, I'm like I said earlier, I'm really excited to see the 1v1 here. I think the 2v2 is going to be really interesting as well. I think this is just going to be a really good game. I could see this going all the way to game 5, even OT in
Go the
game 5.
distance.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right,
Yeah,
so
no, I totally agree. So I think I think we're gonna get this match going
Yeah,
here
let's-
soon.
let's get these players in the lobby. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. What are your kind of predictions? What are you thinking?
Predictions? You know what? I'm confident that I would know the order that the games are gonna go. So I think
Oh, let's hear it.
RL's.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. This is not a hot take or anything. These are accurate. All right. So RL Sideswipers is gonna come in hot. They're gonna take the first threes game. Pleb Esports is gonna go down. They're gonna take the 1v1. Throw in Ebsky and Crimson, right? But I think Crimson is gonna take that. I think Crimson's gonna take down Ebsky in the 1v1. Then,
Ooh, okay.
yeah, and then they're gonna be down. Pleb Esports is gonna be down 2-0. They're gonna take the threes win, and then they're gonna take the twos win, and then RL Sideswipers is gonna cancel the reverse sweep and take them out in OT. I think that's exactly what's gonna happen.
That would be heart wrenching, man. You're about to get to that sweep, and then all of a sudden, boom, they
It'd
manage to get the courage to take that game 3. So honestly, it should be something to look forward to. I like that. I think, um, man, I don't know my predictions. I honestly wanted to go game 5 too, just because these teams are good, and I think the 2v2 and the 1v1s are gonna happen either way, and they're gonna probably split those. and split the threes games, and it's gonna be whoever's got that energy in them to take game 5 to really push themselves and get that win over the series.
Yes, sir. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and switch to this game scene, get the players in the lobby, and let's enjoy this Rocket League.
Let's do it. Let's get it.
Oh.
Here it is, game number 2 on the stream.
The game.
Hope everyone's
has
enjoying
not
beside.
loaded.
Nice kickoff
There you go. All right.
that was something. I think WoW got bumped right off the bat, and
Oops.
right from Eggski. So might see some pressure now from Krim. High pop. WoW's not having it. He's kicking it out, and Vision's putting it back. Can't bounce it off that corner to get it down, and Pixel's just gonna take control, leave his team some time to get some boost, but nothing. Just lots of booms coming in here, and another one from Krim. Now they have good possession, maybe a bump. Can't get the bump.
I like that.
It's down touch.
I like that. RL Sideswipers is keeping a lot of pressure here. They're making making Pleb Esports kind of panic.
I totally agree with you. I mean, we're kind of looking at a lot of them having low boosts, and just the red team is in their half. So
Oh yeah.
that pressure is immense, and it could lead to a goal here in a sec, but kind of Pleb taking it back.
Oh yeah. Epsky's gonna keep the play, keep the ball in play. Waves is gonna get a nice clear out. Krim's gonna get a nice follow up, but Pixel's there for the save.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of interesting, a little breezy there. A breezy pass to Ebsky, but a little far from net, so he couldn't really slot it with a lot of power, so got blocked away. Pixel's getting the miss here. Waves almost reading that one.
Nice shot
Now
attempt.
Krim taking a quick shot. Ooh, man.
Yeah, nice shot attempt from them there. But Pleb Esports is gonna turn the aggression onto their side. But it seems like RL Sideswipers is dealing with the pressure pretty well. It seems like they're able to clear the ball out of their half pretty easily.
Yeah. Their defense has been really strong here. I mean, double commit there from Pleb. It just shows you they're kind of feeling this pressure, right? They're low boost. They don't know who's going to be able to get the touches necessary to save the ball. And I'm saying that, but Vision's getting his own dribble play over his teammates. Yeah, I don't know. It's obviously we're halfway through the game and we haven't seen a ball go in the net yet. So this could be something here maybe from Krim, a pass, but no one's ready for it. Kind of a hard one to predict, but unfortunate nonetheless.
Oh yeah, super unfortunate. But Pleb Esports is gonna get a nice counter off of it. Pleb Esports, a
Yeah.
nice shot from Pixel. Just wide open. Unfortunately, Waves looked like he was having some trouble on the backboard there, which gave them a wide open net.
Yeah, I mean, you know, at least every Rocket League player has run into that in their time, so can't blame him, but just pretty much unfortunate. They got kind of both on the backboard, couldn't manage to do anything else about it. As I'm saying, this Krim doing his thing, getting up in the air, using his flip wisely. Got past 2 there and just took his time. Right over Pixel.
Yes, sir. What a great shot from Krim. Can expect nothing less from that man. Super solid player. Unfortunate for Pixel it was, I think, in the net. Really unfortunate. He had a good attempt to save that, but it was just so well placed from Krim.
Yeah, I mean, 10 times out of 10, you're going to see Krim probably making that shot.
Yes,
Just
sir.
right over Pixel. He had control. Maybe another one here.
Wow.
Just Krim doing it all.
Yes, sir. A nice
This is
play
what they
from
need.
RL Sideswipers here with the Visions going in for a demo. Throwing off Ebsky a little bit.
Yeah, you kind of had Evsky drive around there, do a little loop-de-loop and pull, if you know what I'm saying,
Yes, sir.
and could not get back to that ball.
Yeah, it looks like RL Sideswipers is getting in the hang of really opening up opportunities for shots right now. And it looks like Pleb Esports is having a little problem opening up the net as much as RL Sideswipers are. They are managing to
yeah,
keep good pressure
I
though.
agree. Both teams definitely. I think they managed to probably keep the ball in both each other's halves for about equally as much time, but more so dominance from this RL Sideswipers team, just because they managed to put more goals away and get past more players. It's just been the desperate needs of the defense of Pleb Esports barely keeping them in this. We might see something here, a demo play, but saved by Krim. Just a great play. He gets another cut, and it's just wow back. Gonna have to do something here. He's just gonna fake it.
Nice.
Triple
Yeah.
commit though.
It was a good clear. It's a
That's
good idea for a
bad.
clear though.
Yeah, you know everyone was on the same page, but not the right page.
Oh, a good pass from Waves to Visions. Wow, what a connection there. What a shot from Visions. That looked kind of tricky there. Looked like he
Yeah,
had
man,
a little.
if I shot that, that was not going bar down.
Yeah.
That's right. That's going somehow in my net probably.
Yeah, that
So
is kind of rough. That was a rough takeoff from Visions, but he was able to slot it in there. Wildcats is gonna try to get a double tap there, but Krim's able to pass it to the corner to Waves. Ebski's gonna keep pressure. Little double commit from RL Sideswipers. Ebski's gonna take it for himself for a while. He's gonna throw it off to Wildcats. Wildcats possible shot that's blocked. Pleb Esports keeping really nice pressure here.
I totally agree. I think there's something with Ebski where if he's the man with the ball, it's kind of frightening, right? He can probably almost always get past at least one or force a 50 with one. And if he gets past more than that, that's going to lead to a goal. So if we can see more of that in upcoming 3v3s, Pleb Esports is going to kind of do what they came here to do and take this game, this series, I should say. But game one, going to RL Sideswipers. Tough kind of loss there for Pleb because you got to know that you're playing pretty good.
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
some things, yeah, you got to pick up on, but RL Sideswipers is coming out even hotter and being ready to play in the series.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something that we're gonna have to look forward to just in the stretch and in more 3v3s. But now we're gonna wait on this 1s and 2v2. What are you thinking?
Well, like I said before, I told you exactly what I thought was gonna happen. So far, I'm correct. Watch, there comes the ones. Here it is. We're getting ready for the 1v1 match now, and I think Krim is gonna take it.
You
Although,
think Kim's gonna take it?
I really do think Krim is gonna take it. My only issue with my predictions is that RL Sideswipers was just looking really, really solid right here in this first game. So the second 3v3 game might look kind of scarce for Pleb Esports.
Yeah. I mean, you're the script writer, streamer man, so I guess we're gonna have to see what we get here.
I am the
I
script writer.
think everyone's going to join now.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna
And
have
who
these
do we
people
have?
guessing
Who do we have?
here in a sec. Krim, like you predicted, and Ebski. This is gonna be good. Kind of
Exactly how
again,
I
like you
saw it going
predicted.
down. Following the
You
script.
are the script writer. That's all I gotta say.
I
So,
am the script, actually.
You you are the script. My apologies. Just a kind of a good win there from Krim. He's got the boost. We might see an early commit from Ebski. We do. Leaves a kind of a bad position for Krim.
And you know,
Have to keep it in his half.
Bean Boy, this is I've done a lot of 3v3 casting. I've done plenty of 2v2 casting. This is my first time casting, co-casting a 1v1 game, and we're gonna watch Krim just take it into the net nice and easy with Ebski with a little bit of an overcommit.
So you're telling me that we're popping your 1v1 cherry right now?
We are popping my 1v1
This is
casting
incredible.
cherry. Amazing. I'm glad
is
everyone is here to
amazing.
witness this.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it's such a
no
1v1
better
game.
match. Honestly, Ebski and Krim, this is gonna be a fun one.
And you know, I don't think either of these players are too ones orientated, so it's going to be really interesting with that. With Ebski getting a nice flick on Krim too.
Yeah, Yeah, it's just a simple fire back. He does not want to keep going down. He wants to tie that series up. Maybe come back and take the lead. We're gonna have to see it here. A great kickoff win from Evsky could be a goal, and it is maybe off the bar. No, Evsky missing that open net. It's completely. He should have tried to stay on top of that. I think he definitely wants that one back.
Oh yeah. Krim seems to be playing a little passive here. Ebsky is definitely a ones player that likes keeping pressure, but looks like he might have gotten himself into a pickle. Never mind, he gets the boost. Krim gets a nice
Wow.
attempt at a flick. A nice save from Ebsky though.
That delayed flip from Krim could have been brutal. He almost slid it past Evsky, but Evsky getting the flip reset in 1v1. What are we doing? This is not a freestyle contest. What is happening?
Crimson is indeed lagging real bad, as he claims. Consistent
Ooh,
128 latency.
I don't think you wrote this one into the script, unfortunately.
I did not write this one into the script, no. And I'm not
Yeah.
too sure about the rules we have in restarting games, but I'm not sure if Crim's gonna have the luck of getting a restart.
Yeah, I think that's just it is what it is moment. I'm obviously not an admin of the tourney, so I can't put my hand into that situation, but we are 2 minutes in,
Yeah,
and Krim does have a goal, so I don't know.
yeah, I think it's a little late for the restart, unfortunately, but like I said, I think RL Sideswipers is looking really solid in the 3v3. I think Krim, he's still putting up in 1v1. He's going to try to make a counterattack, but Evsky's going to be back quick enough to get a good save. Evsky's just able to stay on the ball all the time, which is really annoying in 1v1.
No, I totally agree. I played my 1v1 with him, and he is that guy, you know, always on that ball. You kind of have to be a little tricky with him, right? You got to throw him off, maybe get some kind of touches that look like they're missed touches, but ultimately leave you in a good position.
Oh, yeah.
Even fakes, I mean, like that, Crimson. But can he put it in?
Good
Yes,
shot
he can,
from
FC.
Krim.
Not able to get back.
I'm seeing a lot of Krim getting the ball past Ebsky. It's just Ebsky is just too quick to get back. It's just Krim needing to pick up the pace when he realizes that Ebsky might have overcommitted a little bit. Needs to pick up the pace so he can just put in the goal. I've seen that a couple times here. This game already.
No, that's kind of what Krim's been doing, and wow, just kickoff goal
Another
there
kickoff goal. Really unfortunate.
Yeah, for Evsky. Very unfortunate. Krim couldn't get in front of it. Try to cut it early. Evsky beautifully slides it past him and goes up 1 goal with 2 minutes left.
Oh yeah, and at this point, I would expect Krim to, as someone who's been a ones man at some point, after you lose so many kickoffs, you gotta adapt. You gotta change it somehow, and you gotta realize which kickoffs you're losing specifically. It looks like Krim is losing a lot of the straight kickoffs. Straight on kickoffs, he's losing them a lot, so he's gotta delay it. He's gotta do something different.
Yeah, and you also sometimes got to see like what your opponent's doing on those kickoffs to maybe adjust to how they're playing as well. And a great demo from Krim. This could give him time to maybe make a solo play. Get past Evsky. He takes just a quick shot. Evsky barely slides it away, but it still gives Krim time. Trying to take what he can. Gets bumped by Evsky. Maybe he can't get back fast enough, and he can't. Unfortunate for Evsky. I think after that bump, just completely out of boost. He was probably hoping to pick that mid pad up sooner, but unfortunate there.
Oh yeah, and you know I'm really loving this from Krim. I'm seeing him adapt really well. I think he's adjusted to how Krim is playing, or how Ebsky is playing. I think he's realizing that Ebsky is kind of just committing on a lot of balls. So if Krim waits and plays for the 50, he's gonna win it a lot of the times.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, you probably know these guys more than me because they're from ASU, but definitely looks like Trim is adapting better than Ebsky to this matchup. Other than the kickoffs, I mean, we still see some kickoffs from Krim. If he falls down one more, I feel like we should see a change in his kickoffs, and there you go, just another goal.
Yeah, what a shot from Ebsky. That was a good way to turn the ball there. Good quick attack from Ebsky.
Yeah, that backflip he got back to the ground real quick.
Oh yeah.
Popped that one right in the net.
Yeah, stuff like that is super important in 1v1s. You have to be really quick with whatever you do. Which Ebsky seems to be really, really good at. Which is, if he started putting his time into 1v1, I could see him getting really, really good at it.
You gotta be very, very quick and
Ooh.
understand what you're going for. And he actually takes the lead over Krim now very quickly with 40 seconds on the clock. Krim barely not making it back to that ball. Unfortunate. I feel like if he stayed on the ground just a little longer and then flipped out, he might have got to that ball.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was really unfortunate for Crimson. And you also have to take into account that he's been on like consistently 128 ping with latency variation, so I can't imagine this being a very fun game for him.
Yeah, no, anyone playing with lag is not a good time, and he is hating himself for that one. Wants that one back. He knows that he has a good far clear, but kind of slowed down driving up the wall there, and
Super unfortunate,
Ebsky
yeah.
not slowing down at all, taking that goal.
Oh yeah. And Crimin's actually pretty solid with these diagonal kickoffs. Let's see if he's able to get a good play going off of it. He's gonna take a shot far corner, and what a well-placed shot.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That is what you need to get back into this game. He just needs one more goal. And like you said, maybe if we see a diagonal kickoff here, could be something beneficial for Krim.
Oop.
Straight on. Are we going to see a fake? Are we going to see a delay?
He's going straight for it.
Just
He has faith.
Get the side.
Takes a shot. It's going to be off.
No.
Ebsky's not going to panic whatsoever. He's going to get a nice clear on the Crim's half. Oh no, this isn't looking good for Krim, but if Ebsky overcommits a little bit here, could be good for Krim. Is the lag going to play him? He gets a nice shot, and he ties it with 0 seconds left. Wow, what a play from Krim.
The moment I saw Ebsky in the air there,
never in one.
Kind of like desperation.
Yeah,
that's a
never in one.
Definitely tough moment. And wow, we have more time to play. It is overtime in game 2 here. Krim wins the kickoff.
Oh my God,
hard.
what a good
This
kickoff.
could be an instant shot.
A good flick from Crimson.
Beautifully
What a
played.
comeback. Oh my God,
Oh
that's
my
crazy.
God. Top bins, baby. Top bins. Look at that.
Wow.
Just a nice ass slap into that top net. Beautiful. Beautiful
Wow,
play there.
that is.
Now, that was just a game 2 win, dude.
What a.
You wrote the script. What's happening?
I'm a talented writer. I love writing. We're gonna go ahead and get them a new server as well. So our break might be a little extended this time. But Krim, what a play from Crimson. I cannot believe that. Down 2 goals with like 15 seconds left or something, 30 seconds. And then he gets one. And he's running out of time for the last goal. But he gets it at 0 seconds and gets a kickoff goal, which is what he fell down like 3 goals to.
Yeah, I mean, man, he's gotta be shaking going into that 0 seconds, right? You're like, you know you have to stay under that ball in order to stay alive, and wow, he got that goal and instantly off the kickoff got another one. Played really well from both sides of that match, from Pleb Esports and RL Sideswipers. I mean, like we said, we're thinking this is going game 5, and so far it's kind of looking like 2 teams that are ready to play.
Oh yeah, definitely. And this threes game, for all the marbles right here, it's match point for
all the marbles.
Match point for RL Sideswipers. Pleb Esports has to step up in this one, or else they will be sent home with a 0-3.
Yeah, and I think this team of Pleb Esports,
Oh, it looks like I forgot to
server
unserver.
deafened.
Yeah, I server deafened him because he did not deafen. And for those who are not within the league, the rules we have in place for 1v1 is that you have to be deafened so your teammates are not telling you how much the other player has. Like how much
Yep.
boost.
Simple, very simple, but
Yes, sir.
something that we take seriously here.
Yep. Crim's gonna get a nice clear to
Um,
the wall, but Pixel's gonna take a shot. Vision's there for the save. Pixel's gonna
Yeah,
try
I
to
mean,
play it further. What was that?
I think that's what we need to see, right? You see Pixel coming in more, being that guy, and same with
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Wow, the GOAT, coming from midfield off a poor clear from RL Sideswipers. Banging it into that net. He knows he's there. Playing that third man spot, being ready for everything. Great play there by Wow, and that is what Pleb Esports needs.
Yeah, definitely right now, and definitely with how well. Oh my god! What a what a kickoff from Waves. He learned that from the best. I don't know how many people knew, but I was on a team with Waves in my Phoenix college days, and I was known in our esports league for getting kickoff goals nonstop. He learned from the best
mean-
kickoff goaler.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I see how it is. I see how it is. You're the. We'll get you a title for that.
Best kickoff goaler. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think that's like grammatically correct too, because you're the script writer, so you probably know.
Obviously.
But yeah, I mean that goal too. Like we saw Visions come from midfield, absolutely fake. Wow, he didn't know what to do and instantly went in the net. Kind of an unfortunate play there for Pleb, but maybe they can come back here. I know they're on defense now. Maybe a clear up
What a
play
play
by
from
Waves again.
Waves.
He's forced in these 50s. Built. He went to the gym probably just before this, and he's forcing those 50s like it's nothing.
Oh yeah. I really love that play from Waves too. He definitely had that planned out. Crim's gonna try to get an even better play, not able to make it happen. But he's trying
Yeah,
to get
I
a
mean,
50.
like you said, you're a big Waves guy.
Oh
so
yeah. I love Waves.
You know that.
A nice clear into their half from Waves. Ebsy's gonna pass it off to Wildcats. Wow, not able to connect. Crim's gonna let Visions take it. Rotate all the way behind everyone. Never mind, he's gonna cut. Wildcats in a 1v1 with Crim, not exactly the person you want to be in a 1v1 with. And of course, Crim is gonna capitalize on that. What a nice shot from Crim.
Yeah, unfortunate landing there from Wow. I don't know if he was flipping back or trying to wave dash or something, but that's kind of a long car moment because I know sometimes your nose can just get caught on the ground and can't really recover that well as he was last back. So goal there from Crim, and they're trying to get this game over with in game 3.
Yes, sir. And like I said, RL Sideswipers is playing really, really solid today. I watched them play earlier against, I believe, Chineke, and they weren't able to capitalize too much in the 3v3, but it looks like they're just making this game look easy.
Yeah. I mean, gotta be somewhat of a warm-up there. They play a crew battles match earlier today. They go in and they play another one today. 2 matches in one day, kind of close together. It's got to be some good warm-up, and maybe a quick goal there from Pleb. Almost a kind of kickoff there.
Yeah.
Could have been interesting.
And I'd love to think that, but about the warm-up, but Chineke had a game right before theirs as well. They didn't come out too hot from that one, but they are.
I gotta say, I guess it depends on the people, you know?
It definitely does, because I don't know how I'd feel playing that Doug Esports squad today.
Yeah.
Not
They
something I'd
came out
want to do.
roaring.
Yeah. Wildcats working
You don't
it
want a
through
1v1 Kali?
RL Sideswiper's defense. Setting up Ebsky for an open shot. What a great pass.
Beautiful. Just right out to the mid play there and got everything they wanted.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's definitely a play Pleb Esports needed at this time.
Yeah, they seem like I kind of mentioned in the first 3 series.
Ooh, what a
they
demo.
kind of do pretty
Oh.
good when
An open shot
they
for
hit each other.
Wildcats.
And
He's gonna
wow,
capitalize on that. Wow, sorry for cutting you
it's a
off. But
tiny air dribble.
yeah,
No, you're good.
that was super well planned out. He saw the third a little out of position. He's gonna take him out and put it in the net, wide open net.
Yeah, they're wanting to push the series. I know WoW's putting his heart on the line. He's stepping up. He's making passes. He's shooting goals, and almost another cut there by him,
Oh,
which
shot.
kind of leaves him in an awful spot. But Evsky taking control. No boost now. Maybe he can force a 50. He actually gets a light tap because Vision playing passive, which is a smart idea. WoW forcing it up. Grim not ready for Pixel being there. Still more pressure coming in from our side swappers.
Yeah, I'm seeing them pick up a little bit as well. I can. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
What a really unfortunate play from RL Sideswipers. It looks like Vision's kind of set him up on accident there. Played it back into Ebsky as he was falling, which puts them down a goal.
Yeah, that's definitely something you can't really hang yourself up on, but one that is hard to let go. So we're gonna have to see RL Sideswipers keep their heads up, moving into maybe another goal here and push to overtime if they can, or maybe take it in regulation. But Pleb's got the pressure they want, and they're not letting up.
Yes, sir. Crim's gonna try to create pressure for RL Sideswipers, which they desperately need right now. But Pleb Esports is just gonna not have any of that and take their own shots at RL Sideswipers nets. They're gonna.
Yeah, oh, sorry about that.
All
But
good.
I think Evsky is seeing that more space is opening up for him, and he's kind of taking some good shots to at least maybe get his team to follow up. Maybe a shot here from our side.
What a good attempt. His
Pixel.
Vision's there to clean it up. He's not. He doesn't want to
Oh my
overcommit. What
God.
an unfortunate event for RL Sideswipers.
Oh yeah, that's just one where you gotta trust your team. You know, Crim's a great player, and he can force the 50s he wants. WoW's last man, but Crim can't get the touch. Time is winding down. Game 3 is all but over. 2 seconds.
Oh my
now.
God.
Waves with a shot. Is that
What
going
is it?
in? Are you
What is
kidding
it
me?
with RL Sideswipers today and the 0-second goals? Oh my God, what a pass from Crim. The connection to Waves. I cannot believe that shot. Wow. Really unfortunate for Pleb Esports here. Let's see how they deal with it in overtime.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Is it gonna be over like that? No.
no sir.
That would have been devastating for RL Sideswipers, but they have some pressure on them right now that they need to alleviate.
A little double commit
do
there from
just
RL
then.
Sideswipers, but
Maybe
it's
a
kind of
double here.
open. Oh, and now
Getting the
1v1.
play.
Oh no. It's looking a little unorganized now from RL Sideswipers, but they're gonna be able to get out of it. Pixel's gonna
Yeah,
get a
you
nice
gotta
challenge.
be shaken.
Oh yeah, dude.
You gotta be shaken with excitement and shaken with fear on both sides of the play right now.
Pleb Esports almost had it. They almost stayed alive in the
The shot!
Wow. What?
Waves!
Wow. Waves is on it right now. I bet he's at the top of the
He's got the
scoreboard.
clutch gene.
He is leading this team in this game. I cannot believe how much Waves stepped up to get the sweep on Pleb Esports. Wow.
I am at a loss of words right now. Waves, are you kidding me? Stepping up for your team in a moment like that to sweep and take a 3-0 series. It's just incredible, you know. Take that last second shot. I mean, we got to say Crim, great pass to Waves, but Waves is the one that put it in. He's got that ice in his veins,
The
and
ice.
that is the series. It's already over.
Yes, sir. That was the 3-0 does not serve Pleb Esports justice. Like, it really doesn't. That was a really good series, especially from RL Sideswipers. That was amazing. I cannot believe the step up at the end of the ones game and the last threes game. That was something else. That shot, that's still going on in my head. I can see it back in my head already. I can see Crim's shot in my head. That was
Ugh,
unforgettable. Wow.
that was a moment.
And
That was a moment for sure.
I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. I really thought Club Esports was going to be able to take it back after the first two losses, but they almost did. They almost did, but RL Sideswipers with the 0-second goals, you just can't do too much about that.
Yeah, both teams are good, and some teams are gonna have better days than others. And frankly, even though Pleb Esports had a great day, RL Sideswipers did amazing, like incredible. I mean, everyone on their team picked up and made plays. Like there was no one left out. It was what they wanted.
Absolutely. And we have the man himself in chat, Crimson, who really stepped up in that
He's
120
flexing on him.
the
He's flexing on him. Are
128
you kidding
ping
me?
latency variation 1v1. And he takes it
Man,
at 0 seconds. He takes the game back and then he puts the next goal in. I cannot believe that game. That was such a fun watch. Really
yeah,
fun.
that's gonna be one to remember for sure. I don't think anyone's gonna forget that one anytime soon.
Definitely not. All right.
But yeah, that is looking like our second matchup, and we have one more to go with my team and Decibel's team,
Yes, sir. I'm
which
excited to
technically is
watch you on
Arya's
the
team.
pitch, Bean Boy. I'm
So
excited to see what you
yeah,
have to offer.
caster versus caster again.
Yes, sir. Who do you
I gotta go hit some warm up. I
Before
guess
you
you know.
go,
And
give me some insight. What's gonna go on? What's going on in your head right now?
in my head,
Yep.
I'm always locked. I got a good mentality. Um I never get really beat up by anything. So if we take a loss, if we take two losses, I'm gonna keep my head up. I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna go to game 5, and we're gonna take that dub.
All right. Well, maybe we'll even see a sweep from you guys. But
Hey, I'm hoping for it.
Knife to meet you being another undefeated team. I wish you the best of luck, Bean Boy. I'm excited to see what you guys put on the table.
Yeah, no, it should be fun, and I hope everyone in chat will cheer me on. But yeah, I think we'll go into our break now if I'm correct.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, thank you guys all for watching this series. We'll be back with the next one in a couple minutes. We'll see you guys then.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare, 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Savoring this moment. Is this our last goodbye? Haven't we learned each other? I guess one of us lied. So please just pull away. I can't look you in the face. I don't wanna have to lie. I wanted this love feel paralyzed. Now I know it's over. I see you passing by, hand in hand, with your perfect light. My body, a ghost town, feels like someone cut out my tongue. I didn't know a heart could die this young. Oh, now when I look in your eyes, I feel paralyzed.
Hello, everyone. Let me turn down the music a little bit. All right, so we are back with the final series of the day. We have CG with us casting. He doesn't have a camera, but he is going to be here. He is going to be casting with us. CG, say hello.
Hello, guys. I'm CG. It's looking like a great night of games we've had. First series, my boys got the dubs. Shout out CRL. Shout out Louis Scrubs. They're the best ever. Second game had a crazy game from Krim and all them. And I mean, looking and going into a third series of the night. I'm excited for it.
Yes, sir. We're going to go ahead and move to our standings screen. And as you guys can see, all the games that have happened today. Googly, my game 3-1, Chineke 1-3, Pleb 0-3, and we're looking for a great series against Knife to Meet You and Bob and the Buoys. As you guys can see from the last game, RL Sideswipers moved from 7th to 5th, which they're on track to be in the top 4 for playoffs. So we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, after that last great game, I mean, they're looking really good going into the next week.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what they have to offer against other teams. Let's go and look at the matchup today. We have Arya, Decibel, Lin versus Bava, Kotella, and Beanboy on Bava and the Boobies. So obviously, Knife to Meet You, undefeated at the moment. I don't think they've dropped a single threes game.
I mean, that is a dominant performance out of anybody. If you've ever seen it, I mean, dropping a threes game in a tournament like this is, I mean, not the worst of your problems, but the fact that they can guarantee a game 5 essentially, that's incredible for them. And Bava and the Buoys, they're gonna have a tough matchup going into this.
Absolutely. And I'm super excited to see that matchup as we go into the match here. So, here we go.
Here we go.
We have RL Sideswipers. Or, whoops. Got used to catching those.
Bava and the Buoys versus Knife to Meet You.
Yes, sir.
And starting off quick, Bava and the Buoys coming out swinging. Gonna get that immediate goal. Kotala finishing off what Beanboy started. Arya getting a bad touch out to the mid.
Yes, sir. What a nice
Striking
play from
quick.
Bava and the Boobies. Not that good.
Going in with just 5 seconds down.
Yes, sir. Not an amazing start from Knife to Meet You, but I can definitely see them picking up sometime soon. Possibly right now. Arya off with the follow-up. Katala's going to pass it to Bava. Bava's actually in the Octane, which he hasn't done in a while.
There's been a moment since seeing Bava in the Octane, but maybe the placebo's wearing off as Lynn's going to try and get a control touch here, going to try and clear it out. Doesn't get the best one, but Decibel's going to be able to finish what he started.
Oh, yeah. Katala gets a nice block. Beanboy's going to follow it with 0 boost. Arya's probably going to get a nice challenge here. He gets a bad 50, though.
Now Arya clearing it downfield. Decibel trying to gets the beat, leaves it up on backboard, but Beanboy's able to clear it away. Kotala is going to maybe chase this ball for a second, but Arya's going to try and get it away.
Good shot attempt from Kotala. Bava's going to pass it off to Beanboy. Beanboy's going to take possession, but Decibel grab a hold of the ball. He's going to pass it off to Arya. Arya's going to take a quick shot. Wow.
And Beanboy just trying to get the damage control, as even though Knife to Meet You's down by 1 point, they are looking pretty in control of this game, trying to get back into it, as now Bava tries to get something downfield. And Beanboy missing off of Decibel's miss, and Lynn's going to send it downfield.
Yes, sir. Knife to Meet You is going to try to keep pressure here. Arya's going to play it safe, not take an immediate shot, but Kotala is going to be there to take it out of their half, giving it off to Bava. Lynn's going to try to get a follow-up, but Beanboy is there to keep it in their half. Arya gets a little tripped up, and Decibel is flying off the post. Center from Bava. No one's there to follow it.
And now Bean Boy's gonna dunk Lynn. His area's gonna try and get it down to Decibel. Decibel gets the pass, but doesn't get the touch he wants. As now Bava gonna clear it down to Arya, and Arya gets a weird touch there as Kotala's gonna keep sending it downfield. Bava gets a demo, tries to get the second one, but doesn't quite get it.
Wow.
As Bean Boy sends it straight in, and I mean, Knife to meet you. Having a tough time getting this game going. They have peaks at some points, but it's simple mistakes that are plaguing them right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. And this is actually really surprising from Knife to meet you. I mean, this is probably the roughest start we've seen them have all season. And Bava gets a nice shot with the demo from Kotala. Wow, what a nice play there from Bava and the Buoys.
Absolutely. Bob and the Buoys have a point to make here. As we saw from the standings, not doing so hot going into week 3 and basically have nothing to lose at this point this early in the season and trying to get their first win as Knife to meet you. They are kind of floundering the situation at the moment.
Yes, sir. They have all the pressure on them. They need to keep their undefeated record. And you know, I just played Bava and the Buoys last week or so, and it was a rough match. They actually oh wow, what a good shot from Bean Boy. Bava and the Buoys was actually really tough in threes. It was really hard for us to get a hold of them on 3v3, but we had really solid 1v1 and 2v2 to keep us in, and we were ultimately able to take the last game in the 3v3.
Absolutely. They have a solid matchup here with, 3 very, very good players, but I think it was a little bit of a chemistry problem in weeks 1 and 2, and it looks like they've ironed those out as, they're putting easily the #1 team on the ropes right now.
Definitely, but Arya is going to try to keep them in the game here with the first goal with 1 minute and 25 seconds left. This is definitely something they can work with, but not an ideal position. Bava and the Buoys definitely have a really good padding here.
Absolutely. Knife Tamichi's going to need to get a lot of work done in very little time. They're going to have to play much more aggressive than they already are and stop making the mistake as Decibel able to get a pass out to Lynn with a 50, and I mean, that's that quick action they need into that. So going in, they have plenty of time to tie up this game, and now putting Bava and Buoys in a stressful position.
This is looking kind of grim for Bava and the Buoys right now on defense. It looks like they're kind of losing their touch and staying cool and not overcommitting and doing stuff like that. And it looks like Knife to Meet You is kind of picking up where they were slacking before.
Absolutely. Knife to Meet You's cutting down on the mistakes. His Decibel's gonna get another one in to go. 53 seconds, and it is a tie game just like that. Bava in the Buoys, maybe a little stroke of confidence, might have messed up their game, and now they're overplaying these guys. They're making those little mistakes. As Knife to Meet You, they have stepped up their game absolutely.
Bava's going for a double. Oh my.
Bava almost with a disgusting double. Almost gets it, and that would have been a statement as Bava puts another one on, but Decibel able to save it.
Wow, that Knife to Meet You is dealing with pressure really well, and they're going to try to get a nice counterattack. Lynn gets a decent bump. Is Decibel going to be able to follow up? He's not. They're going to be able to quickly avert the pressure onto the opponent's half.
Now Bava, he's back to making those statements. He must have heard us in the booth saying we are making mistakes, and he's showing them that they're still in it as get mid, but Area's not there to finish as Kotala now has one more chance, gets the pass mid.
Good pass from Kotala, but Bean Boy kind of backs off thinking that was for Bava. It was really unfortunate. They had a really nice play there. Wow. Let's see if Bava and the Buoys can make a comeback in OT here. It looks like they might have a good start, but Lynn is able to avert the pressure off of their net, off their goal line.
quite an unexpected overtime in this first game, judging from the start from Bava and the Buoys. But they're going to have to finish here, or
A wide
Nice
open
to
net.
meet you is going to, as an overcommit or something. Kotala, it's a little bit of an overcommit as Bava's trying to turn the field. Lynn is going to get a nice little stroll into the net to seal an amazing comeback for Knife to meet you.
Yeah, this was it was really unfortunate to see that from Bava and the Buoys there. They gotta just maintain. They just gotta stay cool. You know, they can't afford to just gain a giant lead and then drop just like that. Yeah, it's really hard to keep up the mental when you're doing stuff like that.
Absolutely. I totally agree. I mean, Bava and the Buoy, it's not like they're not putting on shots, because, I mean, they put on a plethora of good shots, but Knife to Meet You picked up their game in the last minute and a half, and they were able to seal it with the dagger in the end.
Yes, sir. And I mean, it's nothing unexpected from Knife to Meet You, really. I mean, what was really unexpected was the fact that they fell down so quick in the game. I mean, it was really nice to see from Bava and the Buoys the early lead, but you gotta be able to hold it, right? You can't just get a lead and then leave it there.
Absolutely. Going up on a 3-0 lead is a very hard thing to get rid of, especially with how fast it's, just fizzled away. But going into this twos matchup, they are going to send the house with Bava and Kotala. I think that's kind of a secure pick, but Arya and Decibel, that's also another very tough opponent to fight here, as Kotala is going to lose this, but Arya is not able to get anything going.
Yes, sir. I mean, Arya and Decibel seems like a pretty scary twos combo. It looks like they might be going for some passing plays, but it seems to me, just from previous games, I'd expect Bava and the Buoys twos to be more solo play orientated.
I totally agree with you there. I feel like Bava and the Buoys as a team in a whole, and all of their play styles are definitely a very single player, mechanically gifted team, and try to get stuff done. But they do have some good passing plays here and there, as Decibel tries to get the redirect. Bava with a good save, and Kotala with a secure demo on Arya. So now Arya going to try and get a solo play here. Gets it over one, and he's just playing with this food. Gets the pass to Decibel, tries to get the pump, and it goes in with Decibel with the slot in the bottom right.
Yeah, that was a really tough position for Bava to be in. It looked like he was kind of indecisive with where he wanted to position on defense, and it kind of got him scored on. I mean, you have to make decisions quickly while you're on defense, especially playing a twos duo like these guys.
Absolutely. It's not going to be an easy win either way. And Kotala with that initial miss, it was really a 50-50 at that point and just wasn't able to get it. Got beat very barely. And now Arya going to try and get it downfield as Bava's there to meet him. And Bava is looking a little awkward. Decibel tries to get it, but Bava's going to be able to clear it away.
Yes, sir. It looks like Kotala is in a little bit of an awkward position. Arya's going to take a quick shot, but Bava's going to be able to avert the pressure off of the net. Wow, what a interesting pop-up for Bava. Looks like he was going to try to play it to himself.
And it looks like Bava and the Buoys just aren't playing with the same confidence that Knife to Meet You has. I mean, Arya going up for that challenge as Kotala's got to get a tough save here. Decibel's going to catch, and Kotala with a very good challenge to save possibly another goal.
Yes, sir. I mean, Bava and the Buoys definitely need to pick up here in the 2v2 game, because relying on winning a 3v3 game against Nice to Meet You is really questionable. And
Absolutely.
yeah.
Bava tries to get the early challenge as Decibel is going to get beat by Kotala. Gonna take their boost. Bava in a weird position, tries to dunk Arya, and by himself now with 0 boost. Arya's trying to get something going. Bava able to hit it down. Kotala clears it away, and Bava and the Buoys, they're staying with it though. Still only down 1, and almost ties it up as Kotala is able to finish it.
Here it is. That's what they need. That's what Bava and the Buoys need to stay in this game. To stay in the series even. If you fell down 2-0 and relied on that 3v3 to get you back in, that would be kind of rough. But this 2v2 is definitely something they can take away from Knife to Meet You.
Absolutely. But that is just the beginning. They're going to have to win a 3 series eventually. Whether it be after the 1v1 in Game 5 or in this Game 3 afterwards. But this 2v2 is do or die for Bava and the Buoys as Bava tries to get something going, but Decibel doesn't let it happen.
Yes, sir. And also, I mean, Lin and Bean Boy in the 1v1. That seems kind of a rough matchup for Bean Boy, but I can definitely see him taking it. Lin's not a bad ones player though.
It's going to be a difficult game for either side, but I totally agree that Lin's not going to give it up lying down.
No, sir.
As Decibel gets a control, gets it under Kotala, but Bob is able to get it away. Arya going for a pinch. Sends it over towards Kotala's way, giving him the time. Bava gets a good bump on Decibel, kind of messing up their rotations here.
Oh, good pressure from Bava and the Buoys right now. Lots of bumps. They realize that they need to do something soon. But they can't overdo it. They can't overcommit very often because that's how you get scored on really easily. Kotala's going to go up for his ceiling shot. Fakes it, gets a nice pop, but Arya's there to take the ball away from the goal line. Kotala's keeping pressure. It looks like Arya and Decibel are kind of awkward, but Bava was playing a little far back there for them to capitalize on it.
Looks like Bava and the Buoys are taking a very, very conservative approach here and trying to play the better defense because they know how important this 2v2 is as a very close series regardless. I mean, looking at game 1 going into OT, this game might go into OT as Arya gets a shot on. But Bava with a clutch save, and it is reset 0-0 going into overtime as both teams equalized. And Arya tries to get a close shot, but Bava gets lucky with it. Kotala trying to take his time.
Yeah, Bava and the Buoys, or Knife to Meet You, needed that sauce of Crimson or Waves to get that 0-second goal to win, but neither of them really had the juice like that.
Absolutely. Crim playing out of his mind tonight, and I mean, I'm not sure if we'll see that out of anybody else this series ever. As Kotala trying to get some pressure down, but
a good bump. Good demo.
Going to be interesting here as Kotala's able to get it, and Decibel nowhere to be found as Kotala tries to get it mid, but gets an awkward double touch, sending Bava the other way.
Ooh, really unlucky touch from Bava there. Arya is going to definitely play for possession. He has a nice setup here to do something to get it in the net, but Bava is able to take the ball back into their half. Look for a pass to Kotala, but Decibel's going to get in the way. Kotala is keeping pressure. Looks like Decibel might be a little awkward here, but he's able to get it past Bava. Kotala is just going to play it into their corner. Arya maybe has a read, but Kotala gets a nice bump to keep it away from their net.
Bava gets a great pinch downfield, resetting Knife to Meet You, and trying to buy some time to get some boost as Bava going up off the wall now, trying to get a good play downfield. Isn't moving the ball too much, but gets the job done as he gets a good 50 with Decibel. And Kotala just barely missing that shot. Arya going to try and double it mid. Decibel there to read. Bava sends it away. And now Bava back on the offense as Decibel is going to just interrupt his play.
Yeah, Bava and the Buoys are keeping good pressure right now, but they're not able to. Oh my God, what a misflip from Decibel, but Kotala is not there to capitalize it, and Bava is just stuck on 0 Buoys. Like I said, though, Bava and the Buoys are creating opportunities for good pressure, but they're just not able to. They're not able to keep it. They're not able to stay on the ball in their half. But it looks like they got a nice play here from Bava. A good 50, but Decibel's there to clear it off the goal line. Kotala is going to get a nice pinch. Maybe a pass off the backboard, but Bava is not able to get it there.
I like the defense that Bava and the Buoys are playing, but you cannot give up those mistakes that Knife Dimitri are making because they don't make them all the time. As Decibel tries to get an open net for Arya with the demo, but isn't able to quite get it.
Unlucky boost grab from Bava. Looks like he stole it from Kotala. Kotala's kind of awkward, and Arya is going to have a nice play in the air. He gets a good 50, and Bava misflips. Oh, no.
Bava side flips as Decibel able to finish it in.
Oh, what a really unfortunate way to end that match. It looked like
what a tragedy there.
Yeah, it looked like Bava and the Buoys were creating some really good pressure. They were making Knife to Meet You super awkward, but they just weren't able to close it out. And ultimately, Bava and the Buoys, Knife to Meet You was making a lot of mistakes, but weren't able to capitalize on it. The second Bava and the Buoys made a mistake, it's in their net. Like, it's really unfortunate, but Bava and the Buoys definitely did have their opportunities.
Absolutely. Bava and the Buoys, really played an outstanding game there. Had a lot of confidence going in, but I think even though they're losing that game, they need to keep that confidence rolling because if they don't, they're going to get crushed in this 3v3 game because we know how good Knife to Meet You is in 3v3s.
Yes, sir.
So even with the tragedy of the ending of that game, that's a 3-minute overtime with the #1 seed in this tournament right now. As we go into game 3, Arya asking for a server remake.
It looks like they're gonna want a server remake. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do this server remake. It's super unfortunate for Arya, but he did ask very early on in the game, and yeah, we're definitely able to do something about that. We can't. Oh my God. We can't leave Arya hanging like that.
Absolutely. We want the best from these players, and still an amazing series from Bava and the Buoys. They're definitely given an uphill battle here going up against Knife to Meet You, but they are absolutely playing their hearts out. And, I can see a reverse sweep, but they are going to have to try and play the best Rocket League they've played ever.
Yes, sir, and we're about to see that right now. I'm excited to watch this match go through. It looks like Arya's ping is working all right this time. Shouldn't need a restart. Bean Boy is gonna try to get it past mid, but Kotala is looking a little awkward. One's gonna take
Bava and the Buoys
gone.
Going with a lot of confidence, straightforward, getting a lot of offense going, trying to keep Arya and his crazy offense on the back half of their field. As Bava trying to clear it down, Lynn's there to meet. Beam Boy getting a crucial block there from a slot from Arya.
Oh yeah, definitely. Bava and the Buoys. Oh, Bava's gonna take a nice shot. It looks like Lynn's gonna be able to get back to that though. Thankfully that back corner boost was there. If not, looking like that was going in their net.
And Beam Boy is absolutely on Decibel right now, trying to keep him in his net. Gets a little mix-up in the rotations, but doesn't seem Bava and the Buoys are able to capitalize yet, as that goes sailing over Knife to Meet You's net.
Lots of double commits here. Lots of hesitation from Bava and the Buoys right now. It's looking like there's a lack of trust a little bit. And not that they don't...
coming in.
What?
They were extremely confident, putting a lot of pressure on, and now it seems that there's a little bit of trust issues as they're starting to get going again, but Bava immediately shut down.
Oh yeah, I mean, Bob and the Buoys, they just need to. They just need to stay on top of their game, or else they won't be able to take this. Right? Bean Boy is gonna keep the pressure here. Bob is gonna try to take a shot. Bean Boy is quick to try to get Decibel off the ball. He's gonna go for another bump, but Knife to Meet You is just able to deal with any bit of pressure, always. Nice shot from
Bean Boy
Decibel.
gets a goal line stop as crazy shot from Decibel goes in. And Katala is going to clear to left wall, try to get it to Bean Boy, but Arya is going to intercept that as Lynn tries to slot it in, but a tough shot isn't able to go. Decibel still keeping the pressure on. Bava and the Buoys are against the ropes here. They're crossing each other's paths, and I mean, Knife to Meet You is not making it easy for them.
That's a really good clear from Bava and the Buoys, but Arya is just going to pinch it right back onto their side. Glenn's going to try to take a nice shot, but Bean Boy is there to get the ball off the goal line. Looks like Katala's going to have a nice follow-up, though.
Now Bava taking it up off the wall, trying to get it over Lynn, but Lynn's able to get the bump. And Arya trying to keep it away from this Bava and the Buoys offense. They know that each of these guys are really mechanical when they get the chance. They don't want to give them that chance.
Definitely not. I mean, if I was playing either of these teams right now, I'd definitely be pre-jumping everything. I do not want to see any of them in the air. And there's a wide open net for Decibel. It looks like there's a lot of confusion from Bava and the Buoys. It seems like Bean Boy was backing off to let Bava have it, but Bava was not on the same page as that. It's probably a miscommunication on their half, but we'll have to see if they can recover from this super late in the game.
Keeping it equalized through a good, 4/5 of the game. They are playing to win here, but they need to act quick. And Decibel slots it around Bean Boy as Bava. He's going to get a second here to try and get this crucial point that they need. Gets it over one. Arya barely able to get it. Bean Boy trying to collect. Gets it mid to Katala. Katala misses the bottom right slot. Bean Boy able to finish what he started. I mean, the relentless pressure from Bava and the Buoys there. Able to get it past Arya here. And Lynn not able to pop it away. Great finish from Bava and the Buoys, staying with the play, knowing they're still in it.
Yes, sir. That's good confidence. And like I'm not sure if you watched the post game or the pre-game interview I had with Bean Boy, but he said no matter what the score is, his head will always be up, and he's always going to be looking for opportunities, which he just showed. It looks like Bava's going to get a nice shot, but the pressure is going to go back on the Bava and the Buoys immediately. It's been a
double commits from Knife to Meet You there, though.
Oh yeah. There's a bit of an opening for Bava and the Buoys, but Bava decides to take his time. Looks like Bean Boy is gonna hit it to the corner to Bava. And Arya is gonna take a challenge to keep the pressure in their half. It looks like Knife to Meet You is super good at keeping pressure right now. I would hate
another overtime though.
Yeah. I would hate to be either of these teams. I hate overtimes, period. But hopefully Bava and the Buoys step up, and hopefully they're able to get this game to send them to game 4.
And a little bit of fear coming in from Knife to Meet You as panic ensues. Everybody's just kind of missing the ball here as Bava and the Buoys keeping good pressure. Bean Boy tries to slot it in the top left, isn't able to get it to go. Decibel on the counterattack now. Katala sends it to the corner, keeps it away from pressure, and Bava and the Buoys are absolutely still in this game and still in this series. They are playing like it is 0-0, and they are staying with this game.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Baba and the Buoys right now. They seem a lot more confident in their game than before. Bean Boy gets a nice pinch. It's gonna get around Arya. Decibel's gonna take possession. Bean Boy's gonna try to get a read. Call is there to challenge. Nice pass off the corner, but Bava's gonna have trouble getting that in front of the net. But Bean Boy takes a shot, and both Lin and Decibel are gonna have to commit on that one. Lin's looking really awkward here. Bava and the Buoys are just gonna keep that pressure coming. But it looks like
Absolutely.
Uh,
it looks like Knife to Meet You is dealing with it totally fine. Bava's gonna take it in the air. Misses the flip reset, super unfortunate. But Bava and the Buoys, they're still gonna keep the pressure on Knife to Meet You right now.
If they want to stay in this, they got to keep that pressure up, but they cannot overcommit once, because Knife to Meet You will eat that up as Kotala, getting a little bit of time, tries to get it down to Bava, gets it over Lin, but isn't able to get much out of it. Bean Boy now trying to pass it mid. Knife to Meet You back against the wall here, trying to not drop this 3 series and get the sweep. And Bava and the Buoys playing lights out as Kotala tries to get the double there. Ooh.
Oh, good attempt. Oh my,
And now
miss from Arya or Decibel, and it opens up the net for Bava to take a shot, which goes in. Lin is just not able to make the save, and a really nice shot from Bava. It keeps them alive in the series.
catastrophic miss there from Decibel, and nice heads up play from Bava to turn on that and get the good placement, and Bava and the Buoys staying in it. That is the confidence that they needed to bring into this game, and I'm glad they're able to send it into a game 4, as we're gonna see Bean Boy and Lin in a 1v1.
Yes, sir. This is gonna be a really fun game to watch. I'm really excited to see what Bean Boy is gonna bring to the table. I'm sure he's glad that Lin is the picked 1v1 player here. We're gonna go ahead and get this lobby started, and I'm really excited to see this 1v1 matchup. I think it can be closer than a lot of us are expecting.
Absolutely, I totally agree. Bean Boy, obviously, he has the confidence, he has the mindset to not tilt after going down 2-0 in the series, being able to potentially rally his team back to that Game 3 win. And now going into 1v1, I think Bean Boy definitely has the momentum on his side after, the mistakes coming in from Knife to Meet You.
Bean Boy is going to keep a lot of pressure on Lin right now. Lin has no boost, but I don't think Bean Boy he does definitely realize it. He's going to keep Lin starved. See how Lin is able. Oh, a nice double tap from Bean Boy right off the start.
Takes advantage of knowing that Lin is 0 boost and puts a good shot where Lin essentially, his only option is to squishy save that. Decides against it, and Bean Boy starting off strong, getting his first points as Lin gonna win this kickoff and get the boost. Puts a fast shot on to equalize quick.
Yeah, that first kickoff from Bean Boy really did him wonders. He was able to keep the pressure. He was able to keep Lin boost starved. He was working with what he got really well, but this time Lin was able to get too good of a kickoff for him to just not put it in the net.
Bean Boy going for the delay here and works out almost in his favor. Lin doesn't get a great touch out of his corner, but Bean Boy's not going to be able to get there as Lin misses the open net, trying to rush a goal there because he knew Bean Boy could have got him back. Now Bean Boy just... what happened there?
That's really unfortunate. It looked like he was going to get the boost of boost Lin because he thought he was off, but it just went in the net, and I don't think Bean Boy was expecting that outcome.
Yeah, like a very awkward shot. I mean, to his credit, I thought it wasn't going in as well, but you know, win some, you lose some. And now going on the attack again is Lin, able to get a nice save on the goal line. Still not able to get boost here. And Bean Boy playing his time. Gonna need to score here before it gets too far out of hand.
Bean Boy's going to take a nice shot. Isn't able to place it well enough to get Lin to... And it's going to restart the Bean Boy a little bit, but I don't think he realized how much Bean Boy still has in the tank. Lin is just gonna play for possession right now. He realizes he's in a good spot, and Bean Boy is just not able to handle the air dribble bump that Lin was going for.
A little bit of a weird position for Bean Boy there. You know, I mean, if he goes low, Lin's going to get it, but it's an awkward touch to go high either way. And now Lin taking a 2-point lead here as Bean Boy needs to score here before Lin gets out of it, as Lin overcommits the shot. Bean Boy able to collect.
Oh yeah.
And gets the point he needs.
Of course, Bean Boy does not mess those up. Bean Boy, there's so much pressure on this man right now. He knows that if he loses this 1v1, it's lights out for Baba and the Bowie. They're no longer in the series, which puts them really far down. I think this puts them at 8th if they lose this series so bad. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in Bean Boy's spot right now, but there's also not a lot to lose here because they are towards the bottom. But for Knife to meet you, this would probably drop them quite a bit.
Boy, this would be a tough loss for Knife to meet you as Bean Boy puts a clean shot on. Ice in his veins. Sticking with Lin. Even he wants that reverse sweep. He wants to send it into game 5. And Lin trying his hardest not to let him get it. But Bean Boy, I think he just has the mental to be able to get there.
Oh, certainly, dude. Bean Boy has a nice head on his shoulders. Really solid head on his shoulders. And Bean Boy is going to get a nice counter play here. Wow. Lin was not expecting that
great
one.
defense.
Oh, yeah. That was a really good counter play from Bean Boy. Good shot. Lin was definitely not going near that one.
Absolutely. Keeping his composure, able to put it far side net, make it the hardest shot for Lin to save, even if he were to manage to get back. And now, going for a little bit of kickoff stretch, Bean Boy's going to go up 2.
Oh my god.
It's going to be a 5-point sway in favor of Bean Boy. Take a 2-point lead here with 2:22 left.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it is ones though. So 2-goal leads, they're nothing. I mean, we saw it with Ebski. Ebski probably thought he had the game in the bag at that point. And
Absolutely.
Krem had something to say about that. Krem was not going down without a fight, and in fact, he didn't go down at all. Bean Boy is just gonna keep playing off Lin's mistakes. When will Lin learn that Bean Boy is gonna be there on defense and he's gonna counterplay you every single time?
Bean Boy being a stone wall right now, not going down. And I mean, Bean Boy's playing exactly how he needs to play. He's not giving Lin easy opportunities here, as Lin going for a fake, but not able to get a lot out of it. But he puts a shot on. Bean Boy is able to save it, and Lin's only going for shots in which it commits his car the entire way, every single time.
Good possession from Lin here. Bean Boy is gonna challenge early, which is actually a really good challenge for flicks like that. I mean, Lin I don't think Lin was trying to go for a flick. He was trying to go for an air dribble, but Bean Boy defended it really well. There's the flick, but Bean Boy is there again, and he's gonna try to play the counterattack. Bean Boy could have had a nice bump there. It looks like he might be a little overcommitted right now. But, oh yeah, Lin is scoring that one. Lin would not miss that, but the time is ticking for Lin. He has to make these plays quickly.
Little cocky from Bean Boy there, but I mean, with a 3-point lead, I guess he could afford to do that, but that's going to have to be the only goal he gives up if he wants to stick this dagger in. Because going into game 5, you have to think about the mental knife to meet you would have if they end up losing this.
Good challenge from oh my god, a good challenge, a good catch is gonna give Bean Boy that 3-goal lead once again. I'm sure Lin is not feeling too what's the word he's not feeling too calm right now.
He's not feeling too hot.
No, he's Bean Boy throws in the no-fly zone comment. He's pretty confident in his 1v1 ability right now, but Lin is going to get a good kickoff. Is he going to be able to capitalize on it with only 36 boost? He's not going to be able to. Let's see if Bean Boy able to make a quick turnaround. He gets an interesting touch off the wall. Lin's going to be there to challenge it early. And Bean Boy is just going to keep possession right now. Lin knows he has no time to be messing around with the time.
And Bean Boy being smart with it, tries to get the far post shot.
Oh my god!
Gonna be able to save it. Going up 4 with 26 left. Bean Boy playing the smartest ones I've seen so far in this tournament. Outside of, the Collies and the Tubbies, but I mean, he's taking the ball around the net because he knows he doesn't need to score, keeping possession of the ball, and still capitalizing off of Lin's overcommits and poor rotations, as Lin needs to make something happen if he wants any hope. But I think Bean Boy is going to take this in the bag, and we're going to see a game 5.
Oh my god. This is the last outcome I would have thought. This is all because of Bean Boy. I'm not sure if you put anybody else on that field that it would have came out the same, but wow. What a an outcome for Bean Boy. That was a really good ones game.
The kid has got ice in his veins, keeping his team alive, sending it to game 3. But this is a crucial 3v3 here. We know that Knife to Meet You doesn't just lose these 3v3s. They are one of the better teams at it. And Bava Booey still in an uphill battle. But the way they've been playing these last 3 games, they have figured it out. And I believe in the dream.
I believe in the Bava Booies as well. I mean, how can you not at this point? They have the mental to stay into game. I mean, think about it. They were down. They went down in the first game, like really unfortunately. It ended really, really unfortunate for them. The 2's loss was really unfortunate as well. But they kept their heads in the third game. They kept their head in 1v1. Bean Boy he was just able to demolish the 1v1. He had so much confidence and it showed. Now let's see what they can do in this last game against Knife to Meet You. Is Knife to Meet You no longer going to be undefeated after this game? We'll have to find out.
Yeah, Knife to Meet You in a tough position here. Momentum is absolutely in Bava and the Booies' favors. Lin not feeling it after that 1v1 game. There we go. Lin gonna get a miss there, but Lin puts a shot on over Bava. Isn't able to make it go. As Bean Boy gonna try and get it out of danger. Decibel trying to keep the pressure on. Kotala pass up to Bean Boy. But Bean Boy's not able to finish. Kotala tries to get the bar down, and Bava and the Booies coming out swinging in game 5.
Yeah. I mean, you can see the momentum that Bava and the Booies have right now. I mean, they're playing so confident. The beginning of game 3 when they were just unsure of everything. That's no longer. I mean, I'd be a little scared if I was Knife to Meet You right now, and especially with Bean Boy. I would say like his mental is a backbone right now for this entire team. I mean, he had the pressure of keeping them alive in the series. He did it, and now he has the whole team to back him up. I wouldn't be too confident if I were Knife to meet you right now.
Absolutely. It's like we're watching an entirely different team from game 3, and the momentum is absolutely in their favor as Knife to meet you. They're playing a little scared here now and having a little bit of mistakes. And Kotala getting that air demo. Bean Boy keeping the pressure up. A miss from Lin. As you can see, the pressure is definitely getting to Lin at this point. Gonna need to cool down because Bava and the buoys are coming for you.
Yeah, I mean, ones is such a huge mental game. Like, can you imagine how Lin felt after losing that game? I mean, I watched Guga's mentality after you repeatedly whooped him. That was not fun to see. I mean, I can only imagine how Lin feels right now.
Absolutely, and correct me if I'm wrong, but going into that ones game, arguably as the favorite to win it, and not able to come away with it, and in a very dominant fashion for Beam Boy, I mean, that cannot be good on the mental, especially with the stakes that are at hand here.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, Knife to meet you has to play so well right now to keep themselves in this game.
And we're seeing that same gridlocky threes we've seen of the other series as Bava and the Buoy's not giving anything up. Tries to get something mid. Lin getting an awkward touch, but able to get a good one. As Kotala keeping the pressure up. Arya trying to get it away as Decibel is finally able to clear to their corner. But Bava's going to send it right back over. But Arya is going to try and get something done here. Beam Boy playing such a great series right now, keeping their team in this game, and tries to get a shot on. Decibel forced to go high. Kotala beats him to the corner. Bava tries to get something. Decibel is fighting for his life right now as Knife to meet you. They are feeling the pressure right now.
Yeah, this is a really good game right now. Bava and the Buoys are hanging in there. Knife to meet you is putting everything they got into this game to keep their undefeated record. But Bava and the Buoys is just looking so good right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it went either way. I mean, in my opinion, the odds are against Knife to meet you right now, but there's a good breakaway. Bava and the Buoys are going to be able to take it to the other half. With Bava's carry, there's a pre-jump. Oh my god.
I agree with the odds are absolutely in Knife to meet you favor, but you have to think about the momentum game going into this.
Ooh.
And I mean, Bava and the Buoys are just taking it and running with it as, I mean, you can kind of see Knife to meet you's playing a little shook right now.
Yeah.
Like they have been super. This is a different Knife to meet you that we've seen through this whole series. Not playing like they used to in games 1 through 3, and I mean, with 18 seconds left, still gridlocked. I wouldn't expect anything else out of this series.
Oh,
as being
the possible double from B-Boy. He's not able to get it into the net. Looks like Bava's going to play a little patient here. Oh, pass from Bean Boy to Bava. Ah, really unlucky. They're not going to try to keep the ball in play here. They don't want to take their chances of going out in 0 seconds. And here we have overtime, game 5.
I would want it no other way. 0-0. Match on the line, and it's overtime. These teams are both making mistakes, but neither one's able to capitalize it. Bava misses the shot after a miss from, I believe it was Arya.
Oh my.
Knife to meet you on the other end. Isn't able to get it. Decibel gets in mid. Beam Boy clears it away. And Arya is going to have to collect here. Try to get something going on the other end, but Bava's going to take it away from him. Trying to go for the double. Decibel sends it away, and Arya, oh my goodness, Knife to meet you is having a field day right now. trying to get this ball out of their half.
Yeah, I mean, this is really intense. I would hate to be in this game. I hate playing 0-0 overtimes. They're like the absolute worst. But, I mean, when you're fighting to get your first win and to stay undefeated, and Decibel keeps them undefeated. What a carry from Decibel. Way to show up. Bava, Kotala, they're not looking too happy with the outcome. I wouldn't be either. I mean, what a good series from Bava and the Buoys and Knife to Meet You. I would hate to go down during that, but yeah.
That is just a heartbreaker there from Bava and the Buoys. They stuck with it to go into a 0-0 6-minute overtime at the end. I mean, you could not ask any more of them.
Yeah.
They played the best Rocket League they could have played there, and I mean, props to them for sticking with it to the end. There's not a lot of teams that can do it, but props to Bava and the Buoys for getting it done.
Yeah, definitely.
But not able to finish in the end as Arya Neal and Knife to Meet You continue their undefeated streak after a close call with Bava and the Buoys.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine how Bava and the Buoys feel right now. I mean, they were so close to taking down Knife to Meet You, which is one of the undefeated teams in the league right now. So respect to Bava and the Buoys. They took us to Game 5 as well, but we were also able to capitalize. It seems like Bava and the Buoys, they just struggle in Game 5 a little bit, keeping their heads composed, which, I mean, overall, you have to props to them. I mean, there's no other way I would have wanted the series to go. I would have wanted to see a Bava and the Buoys upset, but can't always happen, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not sure if that would have been the first reverse sweep we've had in the summer league, but
Would have.
I mean, that it would have been an amazing reverse sweep. And I mean, Bava and the Buoys, I think they're really a dark horse in this tournament because there's still plenty of weeks left, still plenty of time for them to figure it out. But they're gonna have to start winning after this, and they're going to have to put some points on the board and get going. But I can see a lot of potential in that team. They just have a few keys they need to put together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to see them in future weeks, in future matchups. I hope my team, Googly Boogly, is able to play for everyone on stream soon. I don't think anyone has watched us play other than Decibel and maybe Bava, but yeah, I'm hopefully we can get next week's match on stream, because that would be an interesting one to see the two teams that are undefeated right now go at it.
Absolutely. A very exciting game to see one Titan fall from the leaderboard and to really get a sense, going into the back half of this summer league, where the playoffs kind of stand and to see which teams are in and which teams are, going to struggle to stay with it.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, we have a lot of Rocket League to look forward to within these next couple of weeks. So I'd like to thank all of you guys for being here. We really appreciate it. We worked really hard behind the scenes to get this going for you guys. So we hope you guys all enjoy it. Thank you, CG, for casting with me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
As well as Bean
Thanks
Boy,
for having me here, man.
as well as Decibel and Bean Boy, great casters. Yeah, we'll have another great set of Rocket League for you guys next week, and we'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for being here. Good night, guys. Good night, everyone.
Have a great night.